Alright. So how are you? You got something to do.
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
You're good? What's the name?
Meaningless.
Meaningless?
Yes, I'm meaningless.
You always walk. You always walk. Thank you very much. Good meaningless. You didn't have all meaningless. You got me for holiness. Alright, let's just go on the next speaker quickly. The next speaker. So are you ready? Give me the mic. It isn't my money. I'm not reading this. I'm just saying. See, I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready. So all you got to do is you know. Stand here, you must lose money to Jesus in it. Somebody say amen. Alright, you ready? Okay, so what's the name? So what do you do?
I'm a law student. I own a small shop business and I'm working for artists as well.
Wow, so are you still taking for granted?
I'm single.
Are you sure? Very sure?
I am.
You're not again?
I haven't won again.
When?
A couple of years now.
Oh, okay. So what should you attend?
I'm a vegetarian.
How fast are you?
How fast?
How fast are you? Are you fast?
Do I want?
No. How fast are you thinking?
I think I can do a pretty good job. I can do a pretty good job.
Pretty good job?
Yes, I
Ladies and gentlemen, she said yes, I do. Did you say what? Did you feel now? You did not have to feel. That's what you have. You did not have to feel. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, can we give a round of applause? The next speaker. All right. The next speaker to talk about very briefly for the next 30 minutes so we can talk on the topic so we can continue with the event. Are you ready?
Technology, sports, and education. Next speaker, Ijoma Irene Abdullah, popularly called AI Irene in the tech space, is a serial techpreneur and data evangelist, founder of Together Limited, Nigeria, Armenia, and the UK, a social enterprise for human and capital development through technology, sports, and education. Her daily mantra is for self and others. Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding round of applause, please make welcome Ijoma Irene.
Hello?
Okay.
Everyone, good afternoon. That technique must drop it. So our topic is about artificial intelligence. So give me 10 words that you can form from artificial intelligence.
10 words, Babu.
10! okay for her.
Alright, so that's why here.
Please, where's the lady? She's not taking 10K.
So you know in life, you have to perspire to acquire what you cannot require.
Please give her 10K so we can start.
I don't really. This is artificial. I'm spiritual.
You're speaking into me.
Yes, into me. So when I feel that, I can go and take it.
Give her 10K.
Now.
Wait, what you guys agree?
Yeah. What we agree.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Ijoma Irene Amuwa. So my friends made the joke that, oh, God knew what I was going to be. That's why he made my nickname to be AI. So I was a footballer. I wasn't a footballer, I would say. But experiences made me to go into tech. So I didn't want to like, oh, I have a problem or there is a problem. I wanted to be the solution. So in being in the sports field, I knew that, oh, there's something lacking in the sports field because we lack opportunities as sporties. So I started to combine it, make it a combine. Sorry, sir? Thank you. So you see, I started to combine it because we have lots of talent. I had an injury that made me not to further my professional career, but it made me to, so the startup I'm working on is something relating to sports, giving more opportunities. So with time, you get to know it. I hope you guys will remember the name and the face, and I hope you guys will also do great things. Are we all good? This is going to be very, very conversational. I have some little things to do. I make my own more practical. I ask questions. Please let me get the second mic around so I can start asking questions. Let me start with the little icebreaker. The same question I asked him. Who can give me 5 words that you can call from artificial intelligence? So that's my topic. So please, the young man there, let's make it interactive. How much do I have? Let me check that. It's actually not using money points, so I'm not using money points. Please, if at any point you can hear me or you need me to slow down, because let me be honest, I'm not really more of a speaker. I do more of boot camps. I have like direct interactions with people that, okay, I train people. So having speaking about, I love speaking here, but not in this capacity. I love it to be like a round table discussion, but it's all good, we learn every day, and that is also something I would want us to learn every day. So please, artificial intelligence, 5 words. For that, yeah?
5 words.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
For 5K, yes.
Artificial. Learn. Genuine.
Okay.
Pause and fast.
Thanks. Please, 5 words for 5. You know, I already said that. Yeah, another one that I have said.
Run.
Okay?
Leg.
Okay?
Hand.
Okay? Yeah, that is.
Face. Feet.
Okay?
Back.
Good, thank you very much. So after this, please don't make me perfect. Please permission to calm down. I'm not used to this stage and all of that. But I want it to be very, very interactive as much as possible. I'm going around with the mic, so let me know those that are listening actively or those that are just here to fill up the space, and I don't like that. So first things first, my topic is about artificial intelligence in development, like having this development. So, sorry, it's good to be in front, so let me ask you. For you, in your own words, what's artificial intelligence?
In my own word, artificial intelligence is an assistance to help you achieve a common objective.
Thank you very much. That's as simple as that. So who here is of the school of thought that artificial intelligence will take jobs? Who here? Why would you say artificial intelligence will take jobs?
Because to some extent, artificial intelligence has proven to us over time, just from the recent times that it has come to existence, that it's capable of performing some certain job functions that humans can perform, major job functions particularly. Yeah.
Okay, I also believe that with time, maybe give it 5 years, human labor will be undermined because of AI. Let's say teaching, for example, during COVID-19, people stopped with some schools abroad. students learned at home, and they even got certificate, like virtually, like I'm speaking on the aspect of education because I'm a tutor. So anybody can buy a course online, learn it well, and even get a certificate, and even do better than someone that went to university, maybe absolute or YU and spent 5 years. So these are more show that AI is going to do marvelous things. It's going to really undermine human so much. That's my personal opinion.
Then one more hand there, you just leave it in. I'm trying to get thought processes and see where we are at with our reasoning regarding AI.
Please, your question again.
I think are you also thought that AI will replace jobs or make jobs for humans exist?
Okay, on the notion to disapprove that, because it's what we generally agree on the region that will take place, because as AI itself is there for our help, or in order for it to help us, it has to know us. So our jobs are going to be reserved, not taken by them. But what's now going on out there is that everybody's saying yes, of course, our jobs teaches us how to do them, so we are actually going to take it from us. Meanwhile, we are the ones giving them the access to understand all of the processes in the job. So, not in the approval of AI taking over our jobs.
Very much. That's all. And just this and then we'll continue. It's a very interactive session. I'm not going to just talk so much. I try to make this interactive. Yes?
Good afternoon. My name is Marvelous Kitchen. So I'm of the opinion that AI will take over some jobs, not all jobs. That's it.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Me, I'm also of the opinion that AI is not here to take your job. It's here to enhance your job. The question is, what are you doing with AI? Who owns business? So we ask a question like this: questions. You can take pointers from what I say, from what your fellow participants say, and lead to go a long way. So who here owns business? Or we can say how AI can help you not take your job. Yes, please. What business? Yeah, what business? Business. Can I tell us more about the business? What you currently do? Are you in the tech? Like how you utilizing technology for it? If you're not, you can just say you're not.
Yeah, that's how we get.
Exactly. Thank you very much. So I try to make my sections as practical as possible. So it's not just about writing. You have something that you can build upon later. For instance, now our food business is very easy. You should start on WhatsApp. You don't have to go very big with it. Start on WhatsApp. You don't have to be on your phone. I can't go on DMs you like, oh, welcome to. So what's your business? Don't know your business.
Mona's Kitchen.
Okay, well that's kitchen. Mona's Kitchen. Just like you're saying, welcome to Mona's Kitchen. Also, maybe that this opening hours, they ask you for what you already have for the day. They ask you if you do deliveries. So you could utilize AI. You could utilize technology, AI in essence to build all those. So we're going to have like a practical section here for you to know what you can do. So what means you use WhatsApp or what?
WhatsApp, Facebook, and TikTok.
WhatsApp, Facebook, and TikTok. Okay, that's good. So please say your TikTok name. Those are on TikTok. Please follow our TikTok. First time to follow our TikTok, get something from me. Who has TikTok? First time, please say your TikTok name.
With the best.
Sorry?
With the best, sister.
Can you spell it, please?
Best.
The mic.
Good the best, sister. And I also have a business page too. I'm not like Mona's Kitchen.
Mona's Kitchen. So first time to follow her, please you get something from me. That's the point of AI. AI is also all about community because you can't do this AI thing alone. Artificial intelligence is all about, my own definition, very simple, is mimicking human intelligence. That's why I say I'm of the belief that AI cannot fully take jobs, it only enhances jobs. So you have a projector, you can project her social media, you can follow it. I try to follow this. So I'm of the opinion that AI will will not take jobs, it will help jobs. You can really see how it's going on. If you're on WhatsApp, you see there's automation. Just last week, I helped someone build an automation channel. A person owns an e-commerce. I helped a person build an automation channel. You don't have to be on your website every time. You do everything on WhatsApp. So someone signs up on your e-commerce channel. Immediately, you drop the person's WhatsApp number. You get a system to message the person on WhatsApp and say, okay, this is what I want to buy, or welcome to this person's store. You signed up on the e-commerce channel. Did you find anything interesting that you want to buy? If the person does not buy or make any purchase in the next 2 days, the system also follows up the person and say, oh, you didn't make a purchase. What happened? You didn't meet your needs and all of that. So that's where AI comes into play. So who else has that business? So we have another example. Yes, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacob. I'm a content creator. So one of the things I do is I write. So I've worked with several clients, especially those who are into the YouTube space. So a couple years ago, one of the primary or principal rule in writing is you shouldn't write with AI. But towards 2024-25, everyone is now embracing AI because of YouTube automation. As our first speaker said, YouTube automation is one of the trends coming up now. So AI helps us now as writers to write more scripts, to work on more projects. But AI cannot take our place because it can put the emotion of the writer. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So as writers, if you bring an AI generated content, we can easily spot it. That's something most people don't understand. We can easily spot it. And then we have other technological tools like originality.ai, plagiarism checker, and other ones that check for these things. So AI helps us to work faster. What we just have to do is just to edit and all those things. So I think that's one of the advantages of AI. So about the opinion that AI is not taking our job, it's all just making it easier. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. What do you get your time from? How do you share your work and all that?
Okay, literally, I have long-term clients, I have referral clients, and then I also source of clients on LinkedIn, Twitter.
Thank you very much for that. So you see, you can also, not only use AI to like write code, but you can also automate your work. So when they come in from LinkedIn, this person can contact them through other channels. That now the importance of AI. Sorry, are you here? What's AI?
AI generation network, artificial intelligence, generation network.
That's good. Thank you very much. So if you are looking to know that story, I'll call your name. So try, even if, no, don't pretend, but try to be in the space because you left your, today's Saturday, today was clean up, you left your space to be here. In the meantime, please clap for yourself for being here because I know you've gotten something from it. So, the loudest clap. The loudest clap. Nice work. Thank you all for being here. The thing is, what we can do is a takeaway is ask where does AI come into what I'm currently doing, or how can you join the space. Say, oh, it's more than other people say, oh, currently the NFT was here, it's very good, but it's good to also be among what is happening. I think that's something that's called me to get into the tech space. I said I want to stop asking what's next and part of what's next. So how did I do that? I went first of all for an email marketing course, and then I saw, after what I learned from the email marketing program course, it's told, okay, actively search for opportunities through email marketing. What did I do? I went on that same day, I searched job opportunities through email. So when they say there is this job opportunity, send an email. So I use that as a keyword to search. email. I went on, that was on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken. Twitter, yes. I went on Twitter, like, he sent an email and all of that. I saw a job opportunity that said he wanted a graphics intern. And that was how my journey to the tech space started. I reached out to him, like, oh, I'm interested in this. From there, but like, oh, this is very interesting. I became active in ISEC. If you take the point of what I'm saying, you have to take active participation, active charge of your experience. So I'm not transcending beyond talking about artificial intelligence. I'm talking about you, because you are the reason for AI even existing. You have to be a part of it. You have to take active participation, take charge of your being. So after I knew about ISEC, I became a member when we could go for events and part of the event. So shout out to all those part of the event team for this event, Abia Tech Hub. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much for being here. Please, a round of applause for them. It's not easy. So things like this, when they come for events like this, I go for it. And that was how my first experience started for me to travel out of Nigeria. I got an opportunity through ISEC. So I'm saying that opportunities can come from anywhere. Opportunities in the AI space, opportunities in the tech space, opportunities in your food business, opportunities in anything you're doing. But you have to keep looking for it. So I got my first opportunity to travel out. I was a marketing intern in Rwanda, and it was very paid. Imagine someone fresh out of university, very fresh out of university, they're paying you something that it's still now, if they pay you that money, this money, age and time, you would love it. That was very okay. There's something in tech. You might be hearing this story now, you're like, oh, you want to start making the money immediately. No. My journey through did not just start. You can know the process. I sent an email, I was an intern for him without pay, and from there I now got this opportunity from going to events and all. So if I'm debating from my topic of artificial intelligence, I'll bring it all together. So just go with the flow. So after that, I went for the internship in Rwanda, and that was how the doors opened. I was still very active in my tech journey, because technology is the future. Technology is the now and the future, because there's nothing. Who does not have a phone here? Who does not have a phone here? Anybody? Nobody. Everybody has a phone. Everybody's connected digitally. So technology is the future. So you have to have something to be doing in the tech space. You have to make tech work for you. That's I'm of the opinion that AI, tech, anything cannot take your job. To just help you enhance your job. In your food business, to give you opportunities to reach a wider audience. If you're a sports person, to help you to promote your work. If you're, give me an example, anything you are, if you can put in AI for it will help you. So sir, can you just quickly tell me why you are here and what you hope to achieve from being here, if you don't mind?
Good afternoon. Okay, my reason for being here is to learn from those who already ahead of you, and at the same time to connect with people that are in the same current behavior and
okay, thank you very much for that. That will come to you for learning, because learning you can learn from these lessons, and I really hope that even if I talk for 5 minutes, 1 minute, you pick out something that is meant for you from being here. So back to what I was saying, right? You're saying, oh, where do you apply AI? And I'm bringing back everything. So all my journey through, I was learning experiences, I was gaining experiences, I was working in spaces. So the last work I did personally was working with Global Armenia. So I don't know those that know Global. I worked with Global Armenia. They started this heat mapping. Before there was no heat mapping for the couriers to know where their orders are coming up from so much and at what time the orders coming. So with heat mapping, and this is where we're bringing in artificial intelligence. How did artificial intelligence get that? It was from the data. Oh, this person buys food by 1 o'clock at this place, at Shire Nova. This person does this by this time. So this heat mapping now helps us to know that, okay, at this time, couriers, please go to this area to order for your food, or go to this area to pick up orders, because you have more customers instead of waiting in a place that you do not have customers. So the same thing AI applies in governments. You have the government using AI to detect fraud, to know those like that default in their payments. You have banks using that to that, oh, this person, if you get a loan, the person will not pay, or the person will default. So what the charge I'm giving you today is to go, look at yourself as a person and know that, okay, this is what I am currently doing, this is where I want to have a space in. How can I make AI work for me? How can I make technology work for me? So you're not just working blindly, you're utilizing that work to make it work for you. What else again? You have AI, of course, so many things like business, like I mentioned. You have that in business, you have that when you want to do marketing. Like the lady that is a social media manager, when she wants to do her marketing, she's working with data. So data is of importance, and you can, who is asking, so I keep asking questions now. Who does not or is not yet in the doing any role or any work in the tech space? Let me tell you what you can quickly start doing now. Not your time. Currently don't have anything in the tech space to do, but you have desire to learn. That's the most important thing. Do you have desire to learn? You have desire to learn? Okay. So the first thing you can do now is, for being here and for how much I appreciate what Abia Techflock is doing, I'll be creating, if you can send across your details to the usher, I'll be creating, I'll be ending with this because I love giving more practical things. Sorry, I don't speak too much, you will permit me for that. I love more practical things to make sure I leave with, an impact, because learning a skill. That's like, I speak to make people learn a skill. So, if you are interested, there are a broad number of things you can even start implementing now. If you go on Upwork, you have automation roles, lots and lots of automation roles. Like I mentioned, I just got a gig last week for automation, just to build a simple automation system that takes sign-ups from their website to WhatsApp, and that is it. It's simple actually if you're up for it. So after this program, please do well to reach out to the ushers with your details. You get added it's totally free. For being here, it's like my way of saying thank you for being part of Tech Titans, thank you for supporting Abia Techflock with your presence, because in Abia we are doing something great, and that's why I came back to be part of it. So thank you all for having me. So that we could just have that. So what that next, but not learning tech. I have this is you learn the skills and you learn the gifts. So people have lots and lots of skills. Like I said, I started with marketing, with design, but I can't design it because I knew that okay, it's nice. I did it when I was there. I made what I was supposed to make from it, and that was it. So if you're interested, it's all totally up to you. We would have like a session. I think I'm not much. I can handle all this in a day. So okay, this is what you're doing. This is what you want. If you're not doing anything now, it's very fine. When I started, I wasn't doing anything. This is what your interest is. You want to do design, you want to do marketing. So now brainstorm together. I'm going to have the brainstorming section, so you know how you'll be more active than how you are currently now. We have brainstorming sessions to get something with. So that by the next tech event, by the next Techflock we're having next year, would have people doing great things, we have lots of people lining up their because of this tech event we have today, there is room for impact, and we're going to do great things together. So while we're doing that, it is also important because all these things artificial intelligence is all about. We are collecting people's data. It's good to have that ethics in mind so you do not fail it. Like my organization in NICEC, we used to collect lots of data from people that are traveling, from interns, from volunteers, and it got to a stage where the GDPR, who knows GDPR? GDPR? Anyone? Okay, it's EU's General Data Protection Regulation, right? Yes. It's important that when you're collecting data, as you collect it in the right way, make sure you have the person's permission, you make sure you do with it what you want to do with it. Say for instance now, all these loan apps that are very, very wrong, that we need to build more on our legalities here. all this long as they have no right to call someone and call another person's like a defaulter's family and say this person is going, that's wrong. So that's when we need to know more about rights. So when we're getting into the space, you know your rights and you know that you're working as a techie, but make sure that you protect people's rights, you're ethic correct. People also have this belief that, oh, artificial intelligence would now outrun humans. That's like a huge topic of discussion, but it would not outrun humans if we follow the ethics laid down. That's why Nigeria's AI agency is also working on that to make sure that all the data, everything we're doing with AI, we don't go above and beyond and make AI smarter than us or put us in trouble with AI. So all in all, what I'm saying is, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Take your learning seriously. It might take a while. I won't lie. Like the last speaker said, it will take a while to discover. I have a startup. It's about sports. So we're on another level that it's beginning now. So I have a startup. I've been on it for a while now, and we're building. So learn, take charge of your learning, build, and just make impact. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome us once again for that very wonderful session. So, you really learned everything that we're trying to do. You learned something here?
Mimicking human intelligence, that AI cannot take your jobs. That's what I learned.
AI can only enhance your jobs. It's not here to take your jobs. So, I want to ask you, what's AI different? Which version of AI different?
Name what you do and what you learned from this section. You're running very fast, so we don't have. Alright.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shalom Chinedu. So I'm a graphic designer. So in this session, I was fully meant to understand that AI will not and can never take our job. We only just have to understand how to utilize it to help us in our own needs. So me now, particularly as a graphic designer, I've learned that I can easily use AI, especially when I'm using like Sora, ChatGPT. I can use it to generate images that are very, very good instead of going to getting images to pay.
Thank you very much, brother. God bless you.
Can we have another person?
Can we have one more person? Just one more person. Tell us what they learned so far. Because she asked questions, she talked for a very long time, and it was quite extensive. We believe she talked about a lot of things. She covered a lot of areas. Okay. Come quickly. Tell us, what did you learn? Come on.
Alright, I think it's a matter of a good lead at GD Jumaya. I'm a graphic designer and a digital marketer too. So one thing I learned from this section is that you must follow the ethics in using AI, because it can get to a level that will feed it with so much information that it can use. Ethics, follow the ethics in using AI tools or anything about AI.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so you must follow the ethics of using AI. And while she was speaking, she made mention of something about loan apps, calling people. If you are here and Pampe has called you before, let me see your hand. Don't be shy now, you don't borrow money before, do something. That's what I'm saying. Ope, they are not meant to call you. So next time they call you, change them for them. Say, bro, don't call me again. You are not meant to call me. You see, that slang of, I'm in my house, come and beat me. If they catch you, You go first spoil your teeth. So once again, can we put our hands together for her for that section? It was so amazing. Can we just take one question? I think we had one question. Can we take an extra question?
Just one question.
Before we call on the next speaker. While she was talking, our next speaker walked in and is well seated to take on the section. So very quickly, can we have just a question? Anybody at all?
You want to clarify?
Anything you want clearance on? You want to know what it is about? And while we are doing that, the demo video for Daily Jobs, can you be prepared to go up?
So we all learned something.
So we all learned something.
We all understood every single thing that she was saying.
All right. She asked me a question and she said, give 10 words from artificial intelligence. What is there apart from artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, art, fisher, and intelligence. Like, there are many words from
How many hours?
I tried, I got art. All right, no question at all? No question? Okay. Anybody? A question? All right, come forward quickly, come forward.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fonko Chidebe. Please, I want to ask, based on AI, specifically robots, please, because I've seen some videos that you see AI almost practically doing a model hotel jobs, waithout jobs. Now, at this point in time, because I believe that most of these works are mainly for us that are human to serve. And they already automated them, programmed them to doing all these our mainly menial jobs. Now, like in the next 10 years, what's the debate of hotels? In the next 10 years, are they still going to have humans to do all this job, or are they going to fix all in AI?
Thank you for that. Though I can't tell the future, but AI is going far, obviously. But for me, there are so many other jobs you can do apart from working. So AI is here to help us, like I said. So if you know that AI is going to take your work as a cleaner, what's the next best thing to become? You can become a hotel decorator. You do something that ups your game, that if AI takes this one, you do something better that AI cannot take. So that is why I said it's enhancing you. It means that, okay, you're no longer going to be in that level of becoming a cleaner. It enhances you to be better than you were yesterday. That's my own school of thought. Like, if it takes your job, yes, you will take jobs, obviously, but it just helps you to enhance. Even if you're a cleaner, it helps that, okay, you won't clean the little things here, you could start lifting up under the shelves to start cleaning. That's how I see it about AI enhancing your jobs. It makes little things, the menial things for the AI, and then you do the bigger things. My own school of thought. You understand? Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Once again, can we put our hands together for Mrs. Ijoma Buba? That was very hard. Alright, to the particular that we have to call our very next speaker. He's well seated, and we'd like to call our very next speaker. Alright, we'll be having our next speaker come up for our next speaker come up shortly. If you're listening to this video in the next few minutes.
Ambassador Emmanuel Okar Jr., brokerage expert, global finance professional management consultant. Ambassador Emmanuel Okar Jr. is a seasoned professional with over 13 years of experience in the global financial markets and brokerage firm. He has headed a few brokerage firms and expanded their reach beyond the shores of Nigeria to West, East, and South Africa. His expertise lies in developing and implementing effective sales strategies, team leadership, and business development. boasting a portfolio of over $50 million sales as in over a decade. His passion for financial literacy and visionary leadership has earned him notable recognitions, including Fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants, prestigious Nelson Mandela Leadership Award, ECOWAS Youth Ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, lovers of tech, if your hands are not too busy, please with a standing and resounding ovation, make welcome Ambassador Emmanuel Okwara Jr.
Is that the best you can do? Can you put your hands together better?
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Please, I'm from Abia State. Can you clap for me? Is there anybody here that I've offended before? Raise your hand. If there's no one, please welcome me now. Clap for me. Okay, thank you. You know why I say you should clap for me? Part of the things I'm going to be saying here is going to get you angry. So, after speaking, you might not clap for me. So the good part is that you've already clapped. I'm here to get people angry, honestly, and I owe you no apology. I'll be traveling back tomorrow, so you wouldn't even know how it will go. The last time I came here, I spoke about entrepreneurship and all that. Now, let me tell you something. The people I'm seeing here are actually the right people I was supposed to see, I'm supposed to see. And I want to start by saying something. If you are not too young to be poor, you are not too young to be rich. Do you believe that? No matter your age, they can't say that this age is beyond poverty limit. No matter how old you are, if you are poor, you are poor. So for the fact that you are poor and nobody discriminates that, you are not too young to be rich. And as a matter of fact, in a country where 70% of the population are youths, in a country where 160 million are youths, that's to let me know there is an opportunity for growth, an opportunity to make money. I work in the forex brokerage industry, and in that forex brokerage industry, I've seen 20 years old boy making $30,000 in 2 days. How many of us know about forex trading? How many of us? How many of us know Harvey FX, Jeffrey Benson, Dapper Willis? Do you know those guys? Now, most of you here are older than them. When they started trading, they were in their maybe 18 years old. But the truth about it is that if there's any best event to attend, I'm actually surprised why this whole place is not really filled up. Please permit me to come down. Hope I can use here. I don't want to feel like a pastor. So, if there's any event for people to attend, is this event. How to know that a city is developing digitally or developing economically is when you enter that city, the billboards, posters, adverts are not barrier, church posters, but they are businesses. True or false? Now, I won't classify Omahia anywhere, I won't say anything. But when you enter Omahia, what do you see more in billboards? Is it church poster? Is it burial poster? Now, do you see businesses advertised more than church? Do you see? Now, that's the problem we have. The problem we have is that we have forgotten or we have decided not to participate and pay attention to what is driving global wealth. And we are being told that we are too young. And we are told that you will get there tomorrow, not today. Use today, take your time, you have time. And that's why you feel relaxed. I'm so sorry, but the first time I made 20 million naira, I was 24 years old. My own money, not Yahoo. The CEO I work for, of our company, globally, that is present in 180 plus countries, she is 27 years old. The first day I had a meeting with her, I went to Georgia. I wore suit, I wore tie, and she walked in, a lady, she was wearing bomb shorts and t-shirts. And I still greeted her, yes ma'am, thank you very much ma'am. I was very happy. But when I left there,
I felt stupid. Upon all the suits and tie, your boss still dressed very normal. What am I trying to say? This time around, it's not about gadging up. It's about how you're taking advantage of what is driving the economy. And if you don't understand it, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about it. I owe you no apology. Our states are lagging behind, and the reason is because we have refused to take advantage of what matters. We are paying attention in religion so much, and we are making made to understand that we have time. You don't have time. If you go to Lagos on the island, I can tell you, life, most of the 4-bedroom duplexes are occupied by the 20 to 27 years old people. They are working from home, remote jobs. I know at least about 10, and the least they are paid is $3,000. When you convert $3,000 to Naira, that's about 6 million, right? Now, if they pay you 6 million in a month, will it solve a problem? Please answer me. Will it solve a problem? If you are in Omaha and you are paid 6 million in a month, can you pay anything? Can you buy anything from Market Square? Now, the truth is that I've started speaking, but I speak like this because I'm not happy, I'm angry. Now, the truth is this. We have left an era, but most of us think that we're in that era. We used to be in the agrarian age, where everything was about expanse of land, where our forefathers married many wives, because if you had more land, had more wives, you give birth to more sons, cultivate the land, have more crops, go to the market, make money. We shifted from that. We entered the industrial age, whereby machines, we have tractors that reduce the level of men. So one tractor can come in here and do the job of 50 men. So then we are in the industrial age. But what we don't understand, and this is where the youths are missing it, the youths are thinking that we are still in the industrial age without knowing that we are now in the digital age. And in that digital age, machines are replacing human beings. Our company sacked 180 persons last year. They replaced them with AI. 180 gone, no apology. And most companies, Tesla did that, Facebook did that. Why? Machines are replacing human beings. And some people are here studying some courses that you and I know that have no relevance globally. That course we are studying has already defined your poverty level. Yes. Am I making sense? Let me tell you something. I was one of them. I ended up at State University. I studied animal and environmental biology. Based on what I studied, where am I supposed to be now? Where? Where? Poultry. Another option, farm. I'm supposed to be feeding the country. Another option, zoo. I'm supposed to be working in the zoological garden. And the truth is this, while I was studying that course, I took it as that's what the university gave me, because most of us, the admission we got is not really what we applied for. It's what they gave us, and we took it because we are tired of staying at home. But when I graduated, I knew by myself that this course is not going to get me anywhere. So when I got out of university, I wanted to move to where I could learn something. I moved to Abuja. When I moved to Abuja, I was working in a lab. I was paid 15,000 naira a month. I was staying in Kubwa, going to Gariki. In fact, at the end of the month, my salary was 15,000, but my transportation was 20,000 naira. So at the end of the month, I wasn't running deficits. So one day, somebody said, I have one money, bring this money, let me combine with your money, let me trade. We'll make profit, and then we'll share the profit. I gave him the money. He traded forex and lost the money, and the guy ran away. And that was already a borrowed money I borrowed that if they pay salary, I will return. Now imagine the salary that is coming is already finished. I said, okay, I want to know what's happening. Let me learn. That's how I learned how to trade FX. I traded, I started trading with $50. I traded, I started making $1, $2, and all that. Now, before you knew it, one man saw me, because I used to speak on social media, you know. I used to develop content and all that. The guy said, okay, fine, I'll fund $10,000 straight. Whatever you make at the end of the month, we split it 60-40. The first month, I made 5%. Second month, I blew the money. When I blew the money, I personally reported myself. I was thinking he will get me arrested. But the man said, I think there's something in you. He funded another $20,000. In 1 week, I doubled it to 40,000. In 2 weeks, I made it $80,000. And now, when we took out, so he took out 10,000 that was blown before, and this 10,000, what was remaining was $50,000, right? Then that $50,000, he gave me 40% of it. So what is 40% of $50,000?
20 million.
That's $20,000, right? Now, $20,000 at 400 naira per dollar. Exchange rate was 400 naira then. Imagine how much it was then. That was how I ventured into financial markets. And I can tell you, for 11 years, that's what I've done full time. And after that, I begin to understand that age is not a barrier. You can actually make money. But let me tell you something. Whenever you are, you have to ask yourself a question. What is driving the economy in global countries? What is driving the economy in Western countries? How can I be part of it? There are some courses that we are doing right now. Now, 2 months ago, we sat 2 accountants in my office. I have to tell them to go. I paid them extra salary to go. The reason was because I approached Notch HR. Notch HR told me that there's no need to have a woman to calculate salary of staff, you know, do pension remittance and tax remittance. System can automate that. And they will also credit the accounts required. That's okay, fine. If I have a system that can compute the salary, calculate it, bring out the nets, I have 18 staff, bring out the nets, and also do tax remittance and pension remittance. I don't have need for 2 people sitting around in the office. So I told them is you have to move to sales department to join the sales, or we look for another option. They said they couldn't. Fine, they had to go. I'm sorry. Why? Technology is replacing things. And if you're here today, you're not taking advantage of that, I'm so sorry. You are setting yourself up for something big that is very bad. We have a tech hub in Omaha, and I can tell you the truth. This tech hub is an opportunity for you. A time will come that maybe government might decide to pay huge attention to this tech hub, or a grant might hit somewhere like Co-Creative Hub did with Facebook. This hub might not be able to accept you, even if you have 1 million. And then when you have opportunity to pay small money, you said no, because it's small. Now let me tell you something. For you to understand how financial technology has gone, how viral, how vast it has gone, maybe it's when you leave this country you discover. In China, you don't use card again. It's your hand. After buying something in the supermarket, you raise your hand. The system recognizes your palm. You go. In Kenya, M-Pesa, nobody has cash. Nobody has cash. Right now, in the village, people are having, there's OPay, there's money point. Even your grandmother can now, what you can do is, it will tell you you have OPay account. If he comes to your house, work for you in the farm, he will tell you, don't need, just, I have OPay account. It's her phone number. When you transfer, she gets a lot immediately. So life is changing. And somebody is telling me that you are studying zoology, you want to be a professor in zoology in this era. I'm sorry, I'm not cutting you off. I hope please don't take this online. But am I making sense, guys? So I want to talk about how this fintech is really driving economy, global economy. In Nigeria today, I had a privilege of meeting Mr. Abola, Flutterwave. Very cool, very calm. You can never see him wearing suits. Never. You have to tell me the story how they started. I've listened to stories of how they started Money Points, Paystack. These were started by young guys, not old men. Taking advantage, understanding how financial technology is driving everywhere. Let me tell you something. When she was speaking about AI, I didn't really start on time, but let me tell you, if you don't really Right, if by now we are not planning to take a course on artificial intelligence and machine learning, I'm so sorry for you. It will get to a point that you cannot be able to understand the grammar and the technical English that we spoken for you to learn something. A colleague of mine that used to be a country director relocated to the UK and he resigned. He said he wants to start learning data analysis. And he studied data analytics, and right now he opened his own hub in the UK and he's making so much money. So if you have a young minds right now, and let me tell you, in Africa, Nigeria have one of the biggest tech hubs. Why? Because we have a huge population. This is an opportunity. First of all, we had traditional banks, and the traditional banks thought that they were the Lord of all. Now, financial technology came in and saw a huge gap in the banking system, and now we have about 26% of Nigerians that are unbanked. How do we cover this space? That was how a lot of technologies came up. Right now, because in the bank right now, they saw a gap that in the bank, okay, not everybody wants to go to the bank and queue. For me, I can't remember the last time I go to the bank, except maybe to change a signature or to something. But everything I do it from home. Why? Because of technology, financial technology. So it's changing the world. If there's something Bill Gates said, he said, if your business is not online, you will soon get out of business. And I can tell you, right now, you don't need to own a shop anymore. I hope you know that. You can stay from your house. 50% of businesses in Lagos, they don't have any shop. They stay in their house. They do their marketing online, do their content, show it on TikTok, show it on all social media, and when you make a purchase, a dispatch rider brings it to your house, you do transfer to an OPay. She confirms that she has gotten the money and they deliver your goods to you. Why? Because of digital payments. And this is creating thousands of jobs in this country. So when you are here and you are not planning to take advantage of this, let me tell you, what you are only doing is that you are telling yourself that I know what tomorrow is going to hold, but I'm not ready for it. It's very, very important. Sorry, am I making sense this afternoon? Hope I'm not making you to get angry. Because some people are frowning their faces. I have a cousin, he's 90 years old. He used to tell me that he wants to work with me and he wants to learn how to trade forex and all that. I said, okay, it's okay. I asked him a question. Why do you want to learn how to trade forex? He said he wants to buy pennies. I said, okay, it's just because of the pennies. He said yes. I said, I knew he was not serious. So when he came, I gave him assignments where to read and all that. To go and read baby pips and all that. Come and give me a reply. He came back, I knew he was not ready. But after like a year, he started learning how to trade. And then he was living with me. And he used to attend classes online. I would tell him, okay, go and develop this, go and practice this, go and show me how this works, learn about this indicator. Today, he's no more staying with me. He's still staying on the island. He's staying alone. What does he do? He's trading on his own. And after doing that, I sent him to do courses on digital marketing. Right now, aside from the fact that he trades online markets, he also handles social media for companies, runs sponsored ads for them, and also they pay him usually. So in a month, sometimes he makes about 3 million naira. I'm not lying to you. About 3 million naira. He's not up to 20 years. And when he was in the East, he was working as a porter in Abia Hotels in Aba. They were paying him either 18,500 or so. But right now he makes 3 million naira. Why? Because he chose to flow in the direction that the world is going to. So if you are here and you are not taking advantage of this hub you have in Umuahia, please, you are setting yourself up. This kind of event, I actually expect to see this hall filled up. When I entered this town yesterday, I felt bad. I'm like, churches have taken over the whole billboard. And everybody's praying. Everybody's speaking in tongues. In fact, I attended a matriculation of my cousin. The lady was speaking in tongues, fearful tongues. I was scared. But the truth is that 80% of these tongues, after that, you don't have money. You don't have money. You can't even pay rent. Have you asked yourself, why? How do I step out of it? Money Point came out from nowhere, Opay came out, and these guys are doing turnovers more than banks that have been here. They saw that there was a huge gap in the banking system. They are doing almost the same thing that banks are doing, but in a different way. They saw that people don't want to have an account, and the reason is because they are tired of going to the bank and joining the queue. They are tired of going to the bank. Before you process something, it's long. They are tired of, if I want bank to give me loan, bank will tell me 30 to 40% interest. They said, okay, how do we do this differently? They said, okay, let's create a system whereby you can have an account. You don't need to go to the bank. You can have an account. Let's use your phone number, and you can actually make a transfer right now. We can have merchants everywhere. That's why you have a lot. We're having POS. You can make a transfer right now, get your withdrawal, and then if you need loan, we have companies like Carbon. Carbon gives you loan at the interest rate of 3 to 4%. But as you go to the bank, they give you 30 to 40%. So if you are this person and you have to take a loan, this person is giving you 3 to 4% interest rate, this person is giving you 30 to 40, where will you go to? Right? This person, right? And now, when you say PalmPay looking for you, the truth is, yes, even that looking for you and they are making it public is also part of awareness creation for them. I'm telling you, most people don't go to the bank for loan right now. You go to Carbon, you go to other companies, Page Financial, they offer you loans at a very good interest rate. If you want, you can even trade with your, like you can be here and be making money with your phone, with your smartphone. I'm telling you, gone are those days where you don't need to, for you to learn Forex, you must have a laptop. With your phone, you can trade and make thousands of dollars while you are here. And I was telling somebody, the beauty of trading Forex now is that the best place to trade Forex is Nigeria. If I trade Forex in Dubai and make $1,000, when I change it to dirhams, it's not so much money. But when I make $1,000 with just a few pips in the market, and I change that $1,000, that's close to 2 million. Because just $600 is 1 million naira. And I know people that make $600 every 2 days. So when you make money in dollars and change it to naira, it's so much money. And when you want to pay, I'm telling you, see, the best place to make money is Nigeria. Why? The market is there. I'm telling you, take advantage of the technology. There are some jobs you are doing right now, you should not be doing that. You need to give yourself some expiring dates and learn some skills. Software development is there, AI learning is there, data analytics is there, blockchain technology. Most of you here, how many of us know how to trade cryptocurrency? Or you've done anything with crypto before? Now imagine the number of people here and imagine just a few people that trade cryptos. You can even buy a coin without even trading it, just hold it, and now when Bitcoin appreciates, you make money and you withdraw. It's very simple. With your phone, the same phone you use in doing WhatsApp and also chatting on Facebook, you can also use the same phone to make money. It's the same data consumption. Some are even lower. You can even use Boom and Chaka to invest in international stocks. So, if you're here, one thing you should understand is that what is this financial technology? Has it come to stay? How do I take advantage of it? How do I make money out of it? The course I'm studying, is it really relevant? Or where I'm working, is it really relevant? How do I become more relevant tomorrow? It's very important because whether you like it or not, the rich will become richer because of the information available to them. And the poor will remain poor because of the information they refuse to take action on. I'm so sorry I'm speaking this way, but I can tell you the truth. Is there money in this country? Don't allow anybody to lie to you. There is no money in Nigeria. It's not everybody that wants to Japan. I don't want to Japan. I will not Japan. Hello? Am I making sense? Please, am I making sense? Am I getting you angry? If I am, I will just go, please. So, in case you might ask, who is speaking to you? Let me introduce myself. So you don't think I just came to lie to you. How many of us have heard of Octa FX? How many? So, by special grace of God, I'm the country director for Octa FX. And you see most of the adverts, most of you here, you see our adverts everywhere. Now the truth is, the plan is we want to penetrate everywhere till you sign up an account and trade. Till you sign up an account and trade. And millions of Nigerians are taking advantage of that. So every day, every month, if I tell you what we spend in terms of in our marketing budget, you run away. It's so much. But the truth is that because of technology, we're able to capture Nigeria. And people are actually learning how to trade. Financial literacy is increasing. Financial inclusion is increasing. Why? People are stepping out of poverty. So the truth is that you have to belong somewhere in any of this. I've been in the financial space for 11 years right now, and this is what I've done full time. I've not done another job. I've done it full time. I've worked with Alpari, I've worked with Forex Time, I've worked with Handtech Markets, I've worked with Equity, and now with OptaFX. So when I tell you some things, I'm telling you things that I know that are practical, that are real. And let me tell you something, there is so much money in this country. I was discussing with someone that relocated in the UK. I said, how much do you make in a month? He said, okay, fine. If you get a job, in a month, you might make about £1,600. If you make £1,600, you're going to pay house rent. Depending on where you stay, your rent might be £500. Now, if you pay your £500, you pay community tax. It's compulsory, you can't run away from it. If you pay community tax, you pay utility bill. And this is not something like in Nigeria, you do bypass. You bypass. No, you can't try it. You go to jail. Now, after making all those payments, what you have is $300. And you have to eat. So most of them there, they are suffering and smiling. But they cannot tell you. Now, imagine if you make £1,500 in Nigeria, because there are a lot of remote jobs. 80% of remote jobs pay in foreign currency. The same amount, they send you money through USDT. So when you receive it through USDT and change it on Bybit, right now, £1,500, how much is that in Naira? Who can tell me? £1,500. Eh? No, don't give me over. Give me the exact amount so I will be more angry. Exact amount. 1,000. If you give me the exact, I'll give you 20,000 now. You see, Nigeria, everybody is fast. Everybody made that food. Now, if you make that same money in Nigeria as a remote worker, maybe as a software developer or as a digital marketer or something, or as an AIS pack for a company abroad, and they pay you about 3 million naira, and the house you are staying, the average rent is 2 bedroom here is how much? 2 bedroom is how much? 500,000 naira. In Umahia. Let's say it's 800,000 and you are paying annually. Now you are paying annually, and if you check your expenses, you see that if you are making 3 million naira in a month, that's a lot of money. So why do you have to relax and work where you are working when you can actually make more? All you need to do is just a little bit of learning, a little bit of advancing your skill with a take-up. I'm trying to wrap up. Let me tell you something. Before I joined the Forex trading company, the person that taught me how to trade, I had to gather I paid him about 400,000 naira. And after paying 400,000 naira, it was still not enough. I joined one Mr. Skrupunski online. I had to pay £150 to learn how to trade. And today, I kid you not, what I have benefited from that is nothing compared to this. I mean, it's a loss. So when you are asked, even if you have to pay to advance yourself, to learn a skill, I'm telling you, it's for your own good. So far as that skill is relevant globally. Now, ask yourself a question. In the next 10 years, what will be driving the economy in Nigeria? What? Do you know that you can be a farmer, and with my technological mindset, I can join the same farming business with you, I will do better than you. Are you aware? I can still do better than you. You can own a business selling clothes, and I will tell you, okay, what I want to do is, if your clothes is, let's say you're selling handbag, and your handbag is 15,000, can I sell it for 25,000? Whoever buys back, give me my own cut. For the fact that I'm selling for 25,000, I would run a sponsored ad of your own bag and say some sweet things. I would just spend 50,000 naira on social media ads and there are people who buy bag of 25,000. This is bag of 15,000, and I'm selling it at 25,000. That's extra how much? 10,000, right? And I'll make it 10,000. And if it's so much, if I'm buying so much from you, I can try to tell you that your 15,000 is too much. Can you sell it for me at 13,000? Knowing fully well that you yourself, you only have 3 people walk into your shop, and it's not guaranteed that they're going to buy, you will reduce the price. In 3-4 months, I will make more money than you that brought that business. Why? Technology. Technology is very important. A barber, the guy that barbs me, I want to give you examples of why technology is good. A barber that barbs me, one day I told him that, what are you doing to advance your business digitally? He said he doesn't know. I said, we're using an iPhone 13 Pro. What are you using with it? Only to chat. Why don't you use the iPhone 13 Pro, do a video of the hair you're barbing. So after barbing hair, just do a video, open an Instagram page or TikTok, post it there, every day, develop content about hairstyle. And then when you post about 20 pictures or videos, now all you need to do is to bring out 15,000 naira and run sponsored ad. Every month you can run sponsored ad. Now, you know what he did? What he did was that the first 2 months he did it, business increased. Now, after that, a school signed a deal with him. One of the biggest schools in Abuja. Once every month, he will come to the school on a Saturday and barb everybody's hair in the dormitory at a discounted price. So if he barbs at 1,500 naira per head, now if he comes to the school to barb about 120 persons at 1,000, how much has he made in one day? As a result of what? Technology. So there is nothing you are doing today that somebody that is financially aware cannot do better than you. I'm telling you that. So financial technology, which is our focus, has actually changed the economy. In terms of digital payments, payments are very easy right now with money points, with OPay. You can even get loan, you can even get some business take-off grants from some apps that are working. So is it about savings? You can also save money. How many of us know Cowrywise, PiggyVest? Is there anybody using it? Has it failed? But you keep hearing news that PiggyVest has failed, right? Those are done by competitors. The system has been built and is solid. Forget this one you hear every day that OPay is not working. OPay has no. Forget. So there are a lot of things that are happening that financial technology is changing. We even have this monthly contribution that is done. Somebody built an app for it. So why don't you think, what can I do? What can I do differently? What can I build? And how can I even do that? There are some courses that are relevant. I want to give you those courses. Are you ready? The first is I mentioned before, data analysis. The second course we need to do is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Yeah, I'm running up. Now, the third one is cyber security. The fourth is blockchain technology. And now, another one you need to also learn is very simple, communication skills. Because if you have all these tools available and you cannot market them on social media, forget about it. Now, how many of us here have a business? Can I see you? How many of us have a business? You have a business. If you have a business, raise your hand. If you are doing a business, either clothes, shoe, whatever it is. And also, if your business is online right now, raise your hand. Now, that business that is online, if you have run sponsored ad on it, raise your hand. If you run sponsored ad on it, when you started running ads, was there a turnaround in your business? There was, right? Because of time, I do advise people, do like an advisory mentorship on how you can grow your business. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I can do it free to advise you how you can take your business from point A to point B. Whatever business you're doing that is online, I can show you what you need to do, step 1, step 2, step 3, on how that business can grow from making a return of about 50,000 about 2 million naira on a monthly basis, consistently, if you need to my advice. But if we don't do it, let me advise you. Please, you have to understand something. The technology has come to stay. The technology has come to revolutionize how we do things. And if you don't know how to take advantage of it, it's going to be a huge problem for you. Please, transform your business using the technology. Thank you very much.
Well, once again, if you enjoyed that session of Mr. Emmanuel Okoria, can you put your hands together for yourselves? For him, rather. Put your hands together for him. So, I feel like we learned a lot from this section. A lot of it. Because I also learned, but before I say whatever I learned, you want to share what you learned with us?
Yes, I learned a couple of things. The first one is, if your business is not online, you'd get out of business very soon.
If your business is offline, you'll be off business at the soonest, all right?
Okay, second thing is, ask yourself, would what I am doing still be relevant to me now and in the next 10 years?
If what you're doing will be relevant to you now
In the next 10 years.
and the next 10 years. All right, so that's what we've learned so far. I want to ask us, so let's be, how many of us learned anything here? I want to see a lot of hands. Otherwise, I'll just, no. I go ask madam for class. No way.
She learned something now. She wants to share.
No, she won't share with us. All right, give her the mic. Can you give her the mic? Give her the mic. Give her the mic. And if you have a question as well, can you just raise your hand? If you have a question, you don't let the get question. Okay, 1, 2 questions. Anyone else?
Okay, so he just reinforced what I talked about earlier on, about the importance of learning, the importance of knowing what's going on now and being a part of what's going on now, and not asking, oh, what do I do, when you can actually start doing. So it was actually a good pointer that you should learn a skill, be active in your learning, and just put yourself out there. It's very important to put yourself out there as much as possible. Thank you.
Put yourself out there as much as possible. Whoever put his hand there so you can know what's meant. Put me in the mic. Give me the mic. Come quickly. So we can know what you learned very quickly. If you have questions, let me see your hand. Come outside, come.
The same people, we're having the same hand. Are you sure we're not going to pick?
We'll pick randomly, we'll pick anything that you need. We like we're messing for one, wait till. Yeah, just pick possible hands first. Please take this side. Just take. Tell me if you have questions, come this way. Come this way, come this way. What do you have? Question or what do you learn? Question. Go that side. Don't come outside and say you go to learn.
What?
Everybody who has been writing things, you learn something. Go, join her. So what do you learn? Quickly.
You are not to be rich. Age is not a barrier.
Happy with our money, 5 or 6. money and money. They like that in the law. So he said, if you're not too old to be poor, then you're not too young to be rich. That was very deep. That was very deep. So we're going to pick randomly. So not pick anybody you like to answer for the dance, because this was a very powerful session. Okay, I've seen your number. I'm not going to call you now.
Have a fine day. Thank you.
Good, Peter, quickly. Let us see what she learned in the next few minutes. 60 seconds, quickly.
Good afternoon. My name is Ignatius Rebecca. What I learned so far is that actually upskill and make sure that you can actually offer value to anyone in the nearest future, because if you don't upskill, if you just want to rely on the current skills that you have, maybe in the next 5 years, it might not be useful to anyone. So if you just think the more we go, the more skills you achieve, I think that's the more efficient you can be to anyone.
The more skills you achieve, the more it is to become valuable in the nearest future. A little more, let's say a few more. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Yeah, you. What did you learn from everything you said today? What did you learn? Photographer. Stand. Quickly. How did you learn it?
And I should learn the text skill.
In the text skill. So what text skill are you doing now? Fashion design. You don't do tech. Student midwife. Okay, so what text skill do you want to learn? You check in. Alright, we have a Techflock. We can check your options there, right?
Speaking of tech skills, you mentioned I think 4 or 5.
Yeah, he mentioned some tech skills. Now, can you mention the ones he mentioned?
Okay, I have somebody.
Oh.
You're paying attention.
Good.
Learn machine learning. AI machine learning.
You mentioned communication skills. You mentioned cybersecurity. You also mentioned data analytics.
Okay, that's very good.
Okay. Alright, so what does everybody learn? So we can have our questions shortly. Just one more person what to learn. Alright.
Good everyone. One of the major things I learned was, he said, get in the game. Like, make sure what you are doing will become relevant in the future.
Make sure what you're doing will become relevant in the future. So I have a couple of questions. Yes, quickly ask your questions. Please your name and your question straight to the point. What could I do for you?
Okay, my name is
Your name is louder, please.
My name is
Temple.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my question is, you said something about religion. So I'm like, should we just neglect the whole religion thing and just, dive into that? And again, speaking of too young to make money, imagine growing up in a home where, like your parents are like, I want my son to be a doctor. Like nobody wants to allow the child eventually to take. Like what I meant to do in that situation. And then too, like your cousin was privileged and had come. My uncles, if I'm depending on them, my name is Otilo, like I don't have to. So like not really all uncles now will pay attention to their cousins or to know what they want to do or stuff like that. So in this type of situation, you just go out from the house like and say, let's go to a place where.
Okay, number one, when it comes to religion, I'm not downplaying it. I'm a Christian, I pray, I'm a church worker. But you have to understand, prayer is not in the revelational equation. Prayer is not in the success equation, sorry. Prayer is in the revelational equation. Now, in the success equation, there are principles and there are formulas. You have to walk. Now, also, in terms of in the tech space right now, you are asking something like, you didn't have uncle and all that. You don't need to. I didn't come from a wealthy background like that. But if you don't have someone including you, that's why you have the Abia Techflock. They're already there. They offer some skills that will help guide you to learn. Now, if your parents are saying that they want you to be a doctor, my own father, what he wanted me to be is not what I ended up doing. Because at the end of the day, where the world is, most of our parents have not gone there. They are not up to date. They are still in the agrarian age or we're in the digital age. So it's not left for us to educate them, for them to understand and know where the world is going. Now, one question you should ask them is, the top 3 or the top 5 richest men in the world, which sector are they in? Are they doctors? They are not medical doctors. Are they on paid employment? No. So you have to bring facts to let them understand that the world has shifted. If you want me to be a doctor, what about tomorrow right now? People are using AI to dissect kidney transplant in Abuja and in Lagos. It's done by AI. So nobody cuts you open and brings out things. It's AI. There are some robotics that does the operation right now. So what if you do doctor, study medicine in the analog setting, and you can't compete globally? It's still a waste of years. Do I answer your question?
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Once again, my name is Charles Chinedu. So, firstly, I have to appreciate this wonderful opportunity. I've learned a lot in this session. Thank you so much, sir. So, my question was like this: okay, what is your take, or what can you advise to the guys out there? There are some people that are less opportune. Maybe they are not even opportune to have this kind of environment you have, to listen to you, talk to them, hear about all these opportunities. What can they do, to scale up in this digital dispensation?
Okay, number one, what they can do is that you are here, you have heard it. You are like a testimony out there. You take the message out. Number two, Abia Tech Hub is here. It's not as if it's coming and going to Abuja. They have an office in Umar here. You understand? Abia Tech Hub is where you can go. The guys handling the hubs, they are good, I can tell you. You can go there, get more advice. And also, my advice to Abia Tech Hub also is, please try to branch out again to radio, some adverts, see how you can partner with the government to blow this message out, so that the government, right now, last month, we had a deal with federal government. I don't know how many of you had it. The federal government awarding a partnership with an academy to train 10,000 Nigerians on forex trading. How many of us saw it? It's an academy that's partnering with us. So, why? Because we reached out to the government. So, Abia Tech Hub can reach out to the government. You also push out the message there for them. Let them come to Abia Tech Hub.
One last thing, sir. Please, they say I'm going to detect just money a bit. At least you have to start, at least get a little gadget, laptop, right? So there are some guys that even 3 payments a day is very, very hard for them. So how can they start off?
Do you have an Android phone?
Yes, personally I have. I mean, but there are some that are not like that.
No, why? I use public relation officer for people. See, let me tell you, most people who use Android phone, two of us. Is there anybody here that will show you an Android phone? I'm not saying, it might not be sophisticated, but an Android phone. Is there anybody here? Even if there is somebody here, it will be less than 10%. So what I'm saying right now, the way digital the world has gone, you don't need a laptop. If you can't afford it now, if you have a phone, most of you know how to use WhatsApp. You even know more WhatsApp technologies than even people that have invented WhatsApp. You can also use your phone for now till you have money to have a laptop. Understand? So start with where you are.
Okay, sir, my name is Chidebe. You talked about OctaFX as a manager from OctaFX. So I want to ask, is there room for beginners and is there room for management of risk? Because for me, the first time I started, I tried FX. It was not funny. I blew the account. So I now look at crypto as a space where I can come in, more especially on spot market. Because Octa and futures are almost the same. So, sir, I want to know if there are room for beginners and risk management.
There are rooms for that. Now, if you are not yet, if you want to join our classes, it's free. Free online training. Just go to www.octaafrica.net. Once you sign up an account, of course, you don't need to pay anything. We will now inform you to join a Telegram where we conduct our online training on how you can trade. And also part of the training we also give you is risk management. But the reason why you lose money in trading Forex is greed, fear of the markets, and also you just want to be like Burna Boy in 1 week. It cannot work. You will lose your money, I can tell you. I can teach you how to trade in 2 minutes, but I can tell you, for you to actually know more, register, attend an online course. It's free of charge. You can learn how to trade.
Thank you very much, sir. A round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, sir. I wanted to also ask my own question, sir. Sir, in all sincerity, between forex trading and sport betting, which one better pass? Because you can play 2 odds, you go still cut. You play 1 odd, you go still cut. The day when you know go play, your slippers go cut. Something must cut.
So please, if you don't have the mind for betting, you don't have the mind for forex, just mind your business. Hello. All right, let's continue.
Speaking about business, we have 10 slots available for a business clinic called the Strategy Room. Okay, so it's clarity session for founders and business owners. Those who are available for this, who are eligible for this, are business owners / founders for at least 2 years. This features hands-on strategy support, hot seat problem solving, share your current challenges and get solutions. Real talk on business numbers. It's not just a seminar, it's where real business issues get solved. Small circle, real challenges, real solutions.
All right. Small circle, real challenges, real solutions. No, so now you can build your portfolio. You can stand out. You can land that dream job that you want. Your CV, you can upscale your CV in various ways. All you have to do is there'll be an event which is free and is also a virtual event. The link will be shared with us shortly, but there are a lot of things you're going to learn from how to brand your CV, how to package yourself before your employer rather, so you can make it easier for you to land that job. But so far, if you're enjoying yourself in Techflock, if you've learned a lot from all the speakers today, can you please put your hands together for the speaker? All the speakers speaking. All right, so we're having our next speaker very shortly. He's a finance guru. We'll be here to talk to us about tech, finance and tech and finance in the world at large. But before we do that, we want to have, there's a particular law firm I think is one of our partners that is here to talk to us about what they know, what they want to do. I'd like us to hear from them ourselves, and then the next 10 minutes will be done with this session, just for 10 minutes. They'll talk to us just for 10 minutes. I told you guys 10 minutes. I'd like you guys to pay apt attention, please. Pay apt attention to them so you can know what it's about. Thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I feel far away from you. Permit me to please step down. Mine is just a little introduction, not a speech. My name is Chinedu Mbawubu, and my partner, Buckler's Law Firm. We basically help position startup to attract investment. So we have a niche practice in startups and tech advisory. That's what we do basically. We have been in Lagos for a while, but we are kind of spread our tentacles to Abia. So we have a physical office in Abia now. So we are closer to you. We are within your arm's length. And Abia tech ecosystem is emerging, no doubt. But a lot of things are happening. Unlike look at Lagos, what is happening there. It's emerging here, and we are really going to go places. The way I'm seeing it. Thank God for the present Abia state government. They are tech friendly. Already there is a law. They are trying to pass the startup law, which is trying to domesticate. That's why at the federal level, Startup Act. So they are trying to domesticate it here. So there is room for sustainability, improvement, and they are going to do well in this space. I assure you that. People in Lagos are taking advantage of these things, and we are seem like lagging behind. So we are here to give you all the legal guardians support you may need to further your course. Then we take you up from business structure, IP, registration, and licensing and all that. Startup thrives, tech generally thrives on IP. So we take up on that. Then equity structure, about investment and all that. So we're taking up on all that. Then compliance. Mrs. Ijoma talked about GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation. It's not a Nigerian law, it's UK, but it's law of general application that applies in Nigeria. What is in Nigeria was NDPR, yes, but that was not the instant law. The law now is Nigeria Data Protection Act. That is the instant law. That's why. So we take you all through this. We talk about AI. AI is about, AI takes a lot of data. So a lot of compliance issues. So that's what I have for you for now. Maybe probably next time I will now give a speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please put it together for Brooklyn's Law Firm. One of our partners. That was so quick. That was short. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado.
Sorry, before that, Mrs. Fijoma wants to answer a question. Someone asked based on finances on her personal experience.
So I'm answering the question where you asked, the money that they use find money, right? Yeah, my own personal experience, true story. You can also do your fact check. My mentor growing up in university was Izzy Mosai. He currently has a startup in Sweden. So when he put out that offer, I didn't have a laptop. So I just said, I want to intern with you. That is humility in service. You learn a lot and the person sees your work and who knows, you don't have a laptop. He gave me my first laptop, my second laptop. First one was a HP laptop, second one was an Alienware laptop. There is humility in service, you never can tell. Just put yourself out there, work, and like people are volunteering, volunteer if you see the opportunity. Anything can happen, just put yourself out there. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Put yourself out there and make sure you're always at the right place at the right time. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we'd like us to welcome the next speaker.
Making significant contributions to his state.
Hold on. Let's welcome the next speaker for the next 20-25 minutes at most. Maybe guys before 5 p.m. will be done, and I promise we'll be doing that very, very, very well. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have the bio for the next speaker?
Ladies and gentlemen, popularly known as enthusiast. He is the second generation banker with over 10 years of experience in top Nigerian financial institutions. K holds multiple degrees in accounting, business administration, and an MBA in finance. He is a certified financial literacy trainer and an inspiring financial and business analyst. K founded The Boardroom, a youth-focused event on finance and leadership, and created Money Monday with K, a digital finance awareness series. He hosts Money Matters with K on Universal TV Africa, breaking down financial concepts for everyday people. K's insights help individuals and SMEs understand financial management, policy, and wealth creation with clarity. He supports boy-child empowerment, grassroots development, and SDGs 1 and 8 on poverty and decent growth. He won the 2022 Abia Under 35 Award, Finance category, and he is an alumnus of GOTNI Leadership Center and Finric Business School. K is passionate about reintroducing finance education in schools. Ladies and gentlemen, lovers of tech, please make welcome our next speaker, Godfrey Kelechukwu, also known as K.
Put your hands together for Mr. Kelechukwu.
The louder we clap, the faster he gets here.
Élément c'est pas plus tout puis la Tesla qui roule non puis le Tesla no big see no good day first day looking no good day Charlie Poppy I walk on you too many I will fly all day inside your so another
Hi everyone, good afternoon, how are you all doing? How are you all doing? Forgive me, I want to sit down. I don't like stress. How are you doing? You're all sounding bored. What happened? You've been hearing tech for like how long? Since yesterday. You want something else different, ba? You want something light? We'll do something light, very sweet. We'll do something light, very sweet. All right. So I have 5K up for grabs. I have 10K up for grabs. 5K now, 5K at the end of the session. So there was something, where's TG? TG, wave your hand. I know only after 5 minutes, God bless you. There was something TG posted the other day, and he dragged me on it. He said, it was a quote from Elon Musk. He said he has seen more tech people understand finance better and do well than more finance people enter tech and do well. TG, I have a question for you. How many startups crashed last year? And how many banks failed last year? TG, how many startup crashed last year? None. How many startup crashed 2 years ago? He said none. If anyone can tell me 5 startups that has crashed in the last 3 years, I'll give you 5K now and why they crashed. Why he crashed? If you can give me 5 now on the spot, I will give you 5K. Nobody wants to try for it. Nobody wants to gun for it. So here's my question back to you. What is tech really? What is tech really? It's a tech event or a tech event. What is tech really? Can I have my slide up, please? No one wants to give a go? Okay, start please. Okay, so which means technology is basically a means, right, to problem solving. It is not the end of problem solving. So which means between the mind and the tech, the mind is more powerful than the tech. Are we on the same page? Between the mind of a human being and technology, which one is more powerful? The mind, right? We all agree it's the mind. So what is holding back someone from moving forward? Is it that they don't have tech or their mind is not letting them push forward? So I want to correct a narrative. No course on this earth is irrelevant or is useless. If you're studying environmental management, you're studying zoology, whatever it is, no course is irrelevant. What you need is how to use tech to make your course look more interesting and make more money. That's just the gospel truth. If you're doing zoology, how can I use data analysis to keep track of the animals in the zoo? How can I use tech to know what animals are going out of extinction? That is just it. Because trust me, if we have a zoo in Abia State that has a very good environment where you can have a picnic and they tell you pay 2,000 to go there on weekends, won't you go? Won't I make money? The zoology expert, won't he make money? So you see, tech is just one part of an industry. There is tourism, there is agriculture. Your mind can do wonders, but you need tech to just add the sauce on it. Just make it look more different and more improved. I'm sorry that we're in a country where most courses are not valued. It is not our fault. We have tried our best. I was in Russia 2 weeks ago. You could see that even they use horses for transportation on the road. The same road that a Tesla is running on, a horse is also going on it. And they would pay to ride on a horse than to be in a Tesla. Who took care of the horse? Someone who studied animal husbandry or what course like that, or a veterinary or something. So you see that every course is actually important. The question is, how can you use tech to make your whatever you're studying more lucrative? And that is how you change the narrative with technology. Now, the topic I'm handling is the business of tech. But I want to ask a question. What is the idea of a business in the first place? What is the idea of a business? To make money. How does a business make money? Huh? Problem solving. So which means that problem solving is also equals to value. Are we right? Are we on the same page? Problem solving is actually value. Now, what is value? Value is not actually problem solving. Value is the degree of usefulness a person or a product brings to the society they are in. Value is the degree of usefulness a person or a product brings into the society. So we define what business is, we define what value is. Now, what is the business of tech? What is the business of tech? The business of tech is just one word: innovation. The business of tech is just innovation. Because in the last couple of years, we've seen new tech displace old technology, true or false. And the people making money are the ones bringing the new tech. Now, if your innovation does not have value, which means if your innovation is useless, you cannot make money. So this session is for those that are founders, those that want to own startups. How do you build a tech business from ground upward? Please, can I have my slide with you? Okay. Over the past decade, we've seen a surge in innovative tech ideas and startups. However, many have failed, not due to bad products, but due to poor business acumen. Today at Techflock, we'll unpack what it truly takes to run a tech business, not just to write a good code. Trust me, you can be the best coder on the planet, but if you are not a good businessman, you will not make money. Take it from me. From financial literacy to team building, market fit to monetization, we'll be helping tech founders with the mindset and skills needed to build sustainable, investor-ready, and impact-driven companies. Next slide. The big question, why do tech businesses fail? Lack of knowledge, lack of business knowledge by founders. Many tech entrepreneurs are exceptional at building products, but struggle with core elements of business management, which are finance, operations, and marketing. Without understanding business fundamentals like cash flow, unit economics, or customer acquisition cost, even the most innovative products can fail to survive. I have a principle. If you've never worked for anyone before, you can never work for me. You want to know why? In getting a job, there are things you learn. Actually, in getting a job, you are actually paid to learn. You're not just learning, or you're not just giving out value. You're learning operations technique. You're learning how to market a product. You're learning how to deal with people in the official environment. You're learning how to communicate with customers. And that is why you see people shout, how many experience do you have before I employ you? By doing internship, you have gained experience in the business field. So if as a tech person, you are starting your own startup, or you're a founder, building your own product, building your own business, the funny thing is, it is the things you have taken out from where you have worked that you replicate in a new place. That is just the gospel truth. So you see someone who has a very interesting product, a very good idea, but then again, what fails the company is the management of the company. It is how things are being run in the company. So if you don't have an idea of how business operations are done, even as a dead bro with all the ideas, you will still fail. Next slide. Poor financial planning or unstable burn rates. Many tech startups overspend in their early days on flashy branding, unnecessary hires, or extravagant office spaces without generating sustainable revenue or attracting meaningful investment. This leads to high burn rates that quickly exhaust capital before achieving product market fit or profitability. Someone mentioned Practitioner earlier. Who knows how much Practitioner used in funding Big Brother like five years ago? Who knows how much they used in sponsoring Big Brother? 1 billion, 2 billion in dollars. Now, you're spending $2 billion in dollars to get 1,000 signups, 1,000 people to download your app. So imagine spending $2 billion in dollars, not even in naira, just to get 1,000 people on board your app, sign your app, not even to do transactions. Is that a wise choice or a bad choice? But then you see a tech bro that just launched a product who go and sign the video for 1 billion and tell him, come and be my brand ambassador. And they will pay the guy 1 billion. But how much is the video bringing back to the business? How much is the video bringing back to the business? When the business fails, they will be like, we want to apologize. No, you made bad calls, you made bad decisions from the onset, even before making 1 naira. Next slide, please. I'll be very quick. Leadership gap and founders conflict. Founders often enter business with shared passion. Yes, that is the gospel truth. You meet someone that is very intelligent as you, and people want to just brainstorm, create something good. That is very amazing. But unclear rules, decision-making structures, or conflict resolution mechanism can easily help end a business very fast.
when things get tough, as they always do, poor leadership and unresolved conflicts can tear the business apart from the inside. So the business is not failing from the outside, it is failing from the inside of the company. And trust me, a house divided by itself will not stand. Next slide. Now, I have case studies of roughly 10 tech companies that had failed last year and why they failed and when they were funded. Chop Now, a food delivery business, was founded in 2020. In just 4 years, it had shut down. Why? High cost and intense competition. So they didn't know how to beat Chowdeck out of the market. They didn't know how to beat other brands out of the market. They decided to close shop. Whereas these brands are busy making deals with the people who make the food, partnerships. So when you cannot penetrate into some industries, you get funding, you build a structure, but you don't have a feasible model to acquire customers, you're going to fail woefully. Biconspo, a crypto trading firm, opened in 2017, closed in 2024. Why? Regulatory pressure and low liquidity. Deeper, Fintech API, opened 2021, closed 3 years later. Poor product market fit and compliance issues. Haride, ride hailing, opened in 2022, closed 2 years later. Niche market, lower user retention. Quizark, educational technology, opened in 2019, closed 5 years later. Low engagement and failed monetization. Copa, I could go on and on. There's Brass, there's Pivo, there's Sisola. These are just startups that closed last year. And trust me, this year, they are also going to close up. And these are startups that generated over $1 million in fundraising from people. Nigeria alone generated over 400 million from VC. I have a friend who got 5 million. The first thing he did was to buy a G63. When I asked him, I was like, bro, you get $5 million in dollars. The first thing you bought was a G-Wagon. Do you know what he said? The man no see transportation and logistics for the bill. So transportation and logistics is now G-Wagon. Is the reason why you're getting a G-Wagon for the business. You are giving money to start a business. You are giving money to build a business. And the first thing you bought was a G-Wagon. So you see how even the mentality of some of our tech bros are even giving us a bad name at the end of it. Next slide. The truth is, great ideas without the right business discipline will fail. We must learn to separate hype from sustainable execution. The hype about tech is just too much with nothing to show for it. Let's just be honest. The hype about tech is just getting outrageous. Let me ask a question. As a tech person, don't you eat? As a tech person, don't you eat? You eat, Abi? So, you wake up in the morning, you buy food, you eat. Who makes the food you eat? Or who plants the food you eat? A farmer. So between a farmer and a tech person, who would you say is important at this point? But now we believe that every skill, every career, every single thing is actually important. It's actually very, very important. Next slide. The small answers, how to turn tech solutions into real businesses. Build value now, vibe later. It is not enough to build something innovative. People must need what you are building. You don't build because you want to build. You don't build because it's a hobby. You build because you're providing a solution that everyone needs. Tech businesses must identify real users' needs and pain points and build solutions that directly relieve them rather than chasing trends or aesthetics. If you notice now, every tech bro wants to do a bank app or something with fintech payment. But there are more solutions, there are more problems that we need to solve. What about something that will have to do with healthcare? How can you create an app that when I'm in emergency, I can signal health respondents to come to my aid immediately? How can I create something that can help me plant food? How can I create something that can help me detect the weather and know when it is good to when it is right to plant and when it is right to harvest? There are 1,001 problems that Nigeria has. Finance is the last of it. Let's be honest. Finance is the last of it. Because why do you want to be competing with any bank? I don't understand. We have 23 banks, large banks in Nigeria. You want to go and compete with them? With your how much? $1 million funding. You're not going to fight them and email you. No. Next slide, please. Don't separate revenue from users. There's something I wrote down here. 1,000 users is not the same thing as $1,000. Let's be honest. Many startups delay revenue planning, focusing on only growth or user acquisition. As you are planning growth, you're looking for how to monetize your growth immediately. If you're signing up, something must be gotten because of the sign up. Define how you make money from the first day, even if it is minimal. Ensure you're solving a problem worth paying for. Ensure you're solving a problem worth paying for. If I download your app, can you give me enough reasons to pay? That is the big question. If you create an app, can you give people enough reason to want to pay for that app? Don't just build an app because you want to build or pay for building's sake. There are things to be done. There's money to be made. There's value to be given. Understand your role. Hire complementary skills. You're not just writing codes. You're leading a vision. People, and you're also leading performance. Founders must develop leadership skills to make strategic decisions, rally teams, and engage stakeholders effectively. Surround yourself with people who offset your weakness. Marketers, designers, finance leads. Don't build bloated teams. Instead, focus on agility, cross-functional talent, and shared vision. I'm having an event next month, and we had an issue in the group, and I had to start designing. My graphics then had to reach out to the person and he was like, "Sir, please, we know you are good, but leave the job for us." Now, why did he say that? As a leader of the group, I have definite skills in every area. As a leader of the group, you should also have finance skills. As the tech bro that is the owner of the company, you must have at least a subtle amount of skills in every area. Marketing, sales, finance, technical, even customer service. Because at the end of the day, the company is yours, you are the company. Imagine me presenting you your financials and you don't know where your money went to. Because what? You don't understand the finances of the company. Imagine you're being asked to pitch your company and you cannot pitch your company. Why? Because you don't know how much you made last year, or you don't know how much you made last month. As a leader, these are skills you must have to build your startup. Next slide. Learn basic finance. You know, in an MBA, I have an MBA, but you don't really need an MBA. But you must understand how to interpret financial reports, forecast revenue, and build customer pipelines. We're going to do that here, like right now. Without this, you're flying blind in a turbulent market. Finance can be self-taught. That's the best part. Google is a friend. ChatGPT is there. You can easily learn finance from the most basic things. Just ordinary buying and selling. You can easily learn finance. 10 naira plus 10 naira is how much? You said? Is that not finance? Is that not finance? It's just so simple. It's very straightforward. It's not C++ and Java and Python mixed together. No, it is very straightforward. A plus B minus C. If you add this one, you add this one minus this one, you've got some profit. It's as simple as it can be. Next slide. Budgeting, runway, managing capital, and investors. Investors don't just fund ideas. They fund founders who understand risk, returns, and scaling. Know your metrics. There's something I always tell people, always know your numbers. Know what you own, what you owe, and what you're owed. Have a clear path to revenue and demonstrate why your business is worth backing. If you want to create a product or you want to start a business, give me reasons why I should invest in it. Give me reasons why I should give you my money. Give me tangible reasons. I've seen people come, oh, I have this idea. Oh, tell me about the idea. They pause along the line. Or put that idea in writing, you see a problem. These are basic things that founders and startups should be able to do. Owners should be able to do. Can you present your idea on a paper? Can you show me how you're going to get customers? Can you show me the numbers, the unit of economy, the supply and the demand, the population, the market? Can you show me these things? These are what define the market that you're going to. These are what define your product and give you the edge against others. Even tech needs business sense. You need to track every dime, every dollar, every naira, every kobo. Budgeting helps avoid. Okay, you're too fast. Thank you. Budgeting helps avoid waste, while runway tracking ensures your business can survive until the next revenue or funding milestone can come in. The truth is, poor money discipline will kill your startup before it is launched. Let's just be honest. Poor money discipline can kill your startup before it is launched. Build a solid financial model. Your model is your story in numbers. Abia State, we have youth population of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. The youth wants A, B, and C. We are providing X, Y, and Z at the cost of this amount, and our users will pay this amount. End of discussion. This is how much we will make, this is how much we will sell, and this is how much we will give you back as the investor. It's as simple as it can be. It is not rocket science. But we see that these things are still hard to be done. Next slide. Now, I talked about us doing a statement. Now, this is the income statement of Alphabet. Alphabet is the parent company of Google, YouTube, Google Ads, AdSense, Cloud, AdMob. Now, this area shows how much all of these companies under Alphabet need. This area shows what their net profit was, and here was every expenses they need. Finance is very simple. A plus B minus C. A, how much did it cost? Plus B, what are the other expenses? Minus C, sales. That will give you what? Profit. It's as simple as it can be. Now, in the second 3 months, the Q2 of this year, that's between April to June, Google SEO, search advertising, made 54.2 billion. Ads revenue alone generated 71.3 billion. YouTube generated 9.8 billion. Google AdMob 7.4. Google Play 11.2. Google Cloud 13.6 billion. Other areas of the business generated 300 million. Now, total revenue or total money Alphabet made in the last 3 months was 96.4 billion. Now, coming to this side, the cost of the revenue was 39 billion. CAC was at 14. Operating expenses, which spells out research and design, S&M, G&E, total 26 billion. Tax alone was 5.7 billion in 3 months. Net profit, 28.2 billion. It's just that simple. Is this company making money or not? So why can't you do it for your business? It's not rocket science, but why can't you do it for your business? Next slide. Tech is the engine, just like I said. If you are in a gold mine, you are asked to dig gold. Tech is your shovel. Tech is not the gold. Tech is the means, it is not the end. Tech is the engine. Business is the fuel. One without the other will stall. But with both, the future will scale, will make impact, and will be sustainable. My name is Klitschko Godfrey. My friends call me here. Thank you.
Another if that thing said that you can say. Another if that thing said that you can. Another if that thing said.
Thank you very much, Mr. K.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy KK section, can you put your hands together for K, please? If you're not good. Alright, do you have any questions for K? You will have questions for K in the next few minutes. Any questions for K? Anybody? I don't believe you all understood. If you don't understand anything, please quickly, for the next 5 to 10 minutes, you will have questions for K. Questions. Anybody? Okay, no questions. So now let's ask them what they learned so far. Let's know. We'll just speak randomly. Nobody will raise their hand. We'll just speak randomly what we learned. And you tell us what to learn from KK section. We're having our last speaker shortly, and after he's done, we have a panel session, and then we'll take it up from there. Well, who they serious now? They bend down and know who's serious. Who's serious? House on the rock. Wow. And it's like you need to ask, no matter how you front face rich, You must ask him. So Mr. Rekeke talk now. What do you learn? What do you talk?
I found a serious person.
I ask the person quickly.
What I learned is that as a third person, you must have the knowledge of business, like how to calculate your income, revenue, and expenditure. Like if I'm into tech, I'm making money, but I don't have the idea of business, I can run into loss. And how to make a business pitch, so that in order to capture the attention of my investor. And also, as a startup business, I must know some principles, some things. Not like I'm starting up a business and the money I'm using, like brand, all these influencers, is more than, I've not been making profit, but at least those people that they serve as the people marketing my brand, what the grant they are collecting is more than money I'm making. So I need wisdom.
Okay, that's it. We learned a lot. That's the
What's your name?
Deborah. Do you know Deborah in the Bible? Oh, somebody say Professor Papa. Yeah, man, cool. Do you know in the Bible, Deborah? What's the name of Deborah's husband in the Bible? What's the name of Deborah's husband in the Bible? You don't know? Check it now, Lapidot. Am I correct? Yeah. Do you know what Lapidot means? Short man. So I pray for you. You won't marry a Lapidot in Jesus' name. You say, but you said it all. Okay, anybody else? Quickly. Alright. Is there a question of what's your land? All your land. Alright, quickly. Let's have you give us some. 6 seconds, very quickly.
Thank you. My name is good, and what I learned from what the last speaker just said was from his opening speech, where he said that tech is the engine. I understand that whatever thing you want to do in tech, you should think about the value you are bringing. And to resonate with what this other speaker said yesterday, that the essence of staying the essence of doing business is to stay in business. Is that if you want to stay in tech, just like what people that the examples he gave, that most startups have already folded, is because they don't have value. So if you want to do tech, you should make sure that you have value so that you stay in business.
Alright, so have value so you can stay in business. If you look on the screen, you can see the next event, and that's case event happening here on the 22nd of August. Alright, so the link to register is online. You already found online. This is called the boardroom. It's called the boardroom. So one advice, if you want to know more about finance, want to have more knowledge about finance, all you have to do is be a part of this program. It's very, very insightful. So can I have the last person that learned something today from case? Okay. Alright, quickly, let's have you.
Okay, what I learned is as a business owner, even if you have staff, you should know every area of your business so that you'll be able to know when it's faulting, and even if there is a return, you'll be able to trace everything that happens in your business.
Alright, as a business owner, know everything about your business. Alright, go ahead, Chama.
Hello. So I just want to create a balance because I'm a realist. I've been in business for 11 years. At least I've been opportune to employ people. I have about 40 staff in Nigeria and in South Africa. So let me correct something by saying that technology enhances every sector. There is no sector that technology has not touched. Both the transport, the hospitality business, even in the agricultural sector. So technology is an enhancement. And also, the reason why I said some courses are not relevant, and I still stand by it, is, there are some things they will tell you, you remain in the comfort zone. I'm not that kind of person. In Nigeria, we are today, I still say it. There are some courses you study, they are not relevant. Because if you compare globally how efficient the course is, and when you compare to what you have in Nigeria, you agree with me that if you wait for that era, we might be dead before that happens. True of course. So let's get that clear. And also, every business is bound to fail if you don't follow the principle. So 5 startup failing does not mean startup is bad. Every business fails. Now, the reason why Patricia
Our
failed.
next speaker.
So every business is bound to fail if you don't follow the principle. And also for Patricia, or any company going to Big Brother spending money in adverts, the truth is that if you check, for instance, Patricia, I know a little bit about them. At the end of Big Brother, the return they made was more than what they invested. But what made them to fail was not as a result of the money they put, but as a result of financial recklessness internally and some investments that went sour. So, if you are here, you want to do a startup, don't be scared. Businesses can fail, but you have to understand something. Knowledge is very important. So, you have to understand that. And when somebody says that financial technology is the last, of course, if you don't have money, my brother, I did this money, I won't lie to you. See, it's very, very important. Fintech has reshaped all. Zenith Bank might be the richest, but I can tell you, if you check how many years OPay is, MoneyPoint is, Kuda Bank is, how much they've made right now, and compare how many years Zenith Bank has stayed, you know that by the time they get to that years, Zenith Bank will not see their back. And because of this digital payment, that's why banks are still existing today. Because digital payments has brought technology that evolved some payment system and changed some traditional bank setting. So I just wanted to put a balance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please put us together for.
Please, I just wanted to add something because I always love challenging the mind. Doesn't matter what you studied, what you're currently doing, but if you want to have value, if you want to keep at it, always ask yourself 3 things. That's what I do. How do I make money? How do I manage money? And how do I multiply money? Do these 3 things, I believe you will make progress. Thank you.
I like that. I like that. How do I make money? How do I manage money? And how do I multiply money? Please put us together for Mrs. Joma once again. And in balance to what we've been saying so far about not what you read in school or what you studied being the bedrock or the foundation of what you're going to be in life, is the fact that most of us here, we are doing something separately or different from what we studied in school. It's obvious. It's very obvious because I'm always of the opinion that in life, what you're born to do will take you far than what you're trained to do. But the funny part is that what you're born to do, you have to have training for that what you're born to do. It's that basic. So whether you read zoology or you read CRK, whether you read business admin, whatever you read in school, please make sure you find an area of purpose and align yourself. When I clap for, I don't speak what's in now. Exactly. All right, before we call the last speaker for today and then have a very short panel session, we have a couple of minutes before it's 4:15. All right. Very quickly, we're having the next speaker shortly, and then before we have the next speaker, we have an academic jobs video playing. But before we do that, the hall is almost empty. I want us to lighten up a little bit before we continue the event for today. So you're like packing your bags. Where all of you go? Okay, you want to shift? Okay. So please don't be in a haste to go. Anybody who stays to the end have something to go for themselves. One thing you should know is that you have to share the grace for you to be a partaker of the grace. So, but very quickly, I want to ask before we continue. Very quickly, you want to go? Why are you carrying your bag? Okay, I have dropped it. Very quickly. If you're born in the month of January, let me see your hand. January born. January born. What date? Second. What date, sir? 26. Oh, fine. Come quickly. Just to lighten the crowd a bit before we call the last speaker. We are done for today. We have the last speaker, we have a panel session, and then we are done. January, we have a February born here. Born the month of February. February what? 23rd. February what? 17th. February what? 22nd. 17th. March, anybody? Oh, matching people. March what? 24th March? 20th March? March 3rd. Who is March what? March 9. No worry, just 9 here. March 3rd, come. April, anybody? April what? 17th. April, anybody?
We just have one April.
One person. All of them are gone now. Nobody wants to April. April 17th, I come quickly. May, anybody? May, sir. What month? 8. May. 23rd. May 14th. Your May what? Yeah? You're not May. Okay. Who else is May? Your May what? 8. Come sir, quickly. June. Anybody? Anybody in June? Quickly. Anybody in June? June? Okay. June 7. Oh yeah, come. July come. July what? 17. July what? July 9. Oh yeah, come. July 9. You came out yesterday before. You say no. But just start according to your month. Just go this way. August, anybody? I was born in August, don't be ashamed now. August, anybody? I might be having my event in the 1st of August. Just to put that out. August, anybody? August? I don't want to come for August. I have to stand for them now. I stand at the win. August, anybody? Okay, September. What's going on here? September. Alright, come quickly. October. Come. October what? Come. November what? 24. November what? 3rd. 28. November what? 2nd. Oh yeah, come. Alright, December, anybody? All of them are born for December. You come?
We don't have August.
No August. You? 14. 19. 8. 10th. Oh yeah, come. January here now. So let August 9. Wow. Okay, who can represent August? Who can represent August? Very quickly, something short. Oh yeah, come. Come and try for August. So after this, we'll call the next speaker. We'll have a panel session, and then we are done for Techflock. And I want to have a great time today. Please, between September and July, can we have August? All right. Jamal, can you help them with the microphone? It's a very short game. It's called the concentration game. I'm going to be calling items. You just give me, I say names of so and so brand. You use the name of the brand accordingly and very fast. Anybody who feels, you don't have to repeat what someone else has said. Don't repeat what someone else has said. Are you guys very young? Do you guys understand? I should come again. Okay, I will list either names of brands or names of items or whatever it is. So you just give me the names of those stuff. I can say, okay, names of car brands or names of schools, names of churches. You do it split seconds. Yeah? You understand? Alright. Let's have me do this shortly. Okay. Okay, let's do a test run. Names of car brands. Start from you, you have the mic. Names of car brands. Give me one. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Let me represent.
Kai.
You Kai.
KIA.
Say na Kai. Have you saw Kai before?
Yeah.
Is it Kai or Kai?
Yeah.
Okay, Kia.
So you understand now, right? If I give you a brand name, just lift as fast as possible. Alright, let's go. Names of car brands, let's go.
Yeah.
Don't wait for the mic to get to you, just spill. This one is lost. As in house, I say, oh Jesus, I've brought today. I've made it, Mama, I've made it. Mama, I'm there. Bro, you know what the car is? You know what car is? Vroom. Like movable object. You know what it is? Do you know names of car? Give me one now. Lamborghini. See where you go from. I'm not clap for that, you know for now. So you know this is 404. Continue, let's do this. Avalon.
Tesla.
Bugatti. Stand on your brother. BMW. BMW.
Toyota.
Chevrolet.
Jeep.
Jeep. I know car is a Jeep. No. Okay, Jeep get their own brand. Jeep brand though. Shit man. I've learned one thing today. Jeep brand no. I'll buy you a Jeep, don't worry. In the dream. How do you? Why you go far like that? Put the cost of small, you don't go. Alright, let's go. That was the best one though. Nobody want fee. Okay. Shut down. Alright, names of laptops that you know. Let's go. HP. MacBook.
Apple.
Avalon. MacBook. So what is MacBook? MacBook, MacBook. Say Apple, you say MacBook. If you say MacBook, you not say Apple. Where's your seat? No, see, where's the seat? I know now, if you say MacBook now, you not say Apple. So what is MacBook? Okay, who among two of them? Ashife. The boy now is there, waiting to follow me argue. Apple na everything, Apple get phone, Apple get the laptop. What a confuse me, we go school. Brother, where's your seat? Come, let me show you something. Don't walk alone. I say brands, not models. I say brands. I'm the best for me. This guy won't provoke on me. Alright, where did we stop? Here, right? Names of shoe brands that you know. Let's go. Shoe brands that you know. Lacosta. Who match on? Alright, that was difficult. Alright, names of churches you know. Let's go. Assembly. Salvation Ministry.
Methodist.
Assemblies.
Assembly. Yeah, now, Assembly of God. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Clap for Assemblies of God. God bless your assemblies. Alright, where did we stop? Have you mentioned your... No, get us away free now. Okay, Methodist. Alright. Morocco. Zoze. Marco. Oh, na. Animals have been shut down. Names of phone brands, you know, let's go. Samsung. Apple phone. This one was shock. Hey, don't waste time again. Names of phone brands, you know, let's go.
Techno.
Itel.
I said Tech.
I know now, if you answer, you go back again. You understand? So quickly. You said Techno, you said Itel, another one. Come on, bro, what's this? Techno, how did you know, bro? Alright. I'll be messing for that because you don't know. I'll be messing for you. Alright, okay, let's go. Alright, so names of football brands. Names of players you know. You know the player. You know players.
No, you don't know players. Don't worry. I like our mood now. Okay, names of animals you know. Let's go.
Lion.
Gorilla.
Tiger.
Gorilla.
Tiger.
Buffalo.
Dog.
Cheetah.
Jamaica.
That was a dog. Jamaica. So what is dog alone? Yeah, go please. Let's somewhere. Go please. Now the man wait today. Never say anything. Nice one. Woo! What do you do? Okay. Now give me names of states, not capital. Names of those states, not capital. So come on, give them one now. You're wrong. Okay, you might give them names of churches. Alright, I don't know you doing that one. Alright, names of just states in Nigeria. You ready?
Taraba.
Osun. Sokoto.
Taraba, Jalingo. I can't talk back to your seat. Thanks, man. Alright, conclude. Alright, so I'll give them one.
Names of schools. Daddy just school.
12 Blazers International School.
Wait. Bro. Enough to say, what's your real name? What's your name?
I said it's Rex.
I said, what is your name? Your own name.
Tochuku Rex.
Tochuku well. I'm not happy about this. Tochuku, please. You understand? So please, so you can hear what you're saying. The AI. Right, so very fast. What did you ask again? Names of schools. I said. Okay, fine.
Tahila.
Comprehensive Secondary School.
New Dawn.
Oxford.
High school. Also not Oxford. No, I know. You did this in my No, worry. I'll give my own. Don't worry. So also not Oxford. Alright. So names of state governors in Nigeria. Names. You want to try?
Dr. Alex Jomout.
They won't know it. Don't worry. They won't know it. Alright, names of church pastors you know. Prominent church pastors you know. The ones that we know. Let's go. Thank you. Alright, let's go. Names of countries you know. Let's go.
America.
Nigeria. Uzbekistan.
Senegal.
Dunamis na country. Alright, thank you very much. You're not here, no worry, just sit down, no worry. Clap for him, Dunamis. All letters apart, Dunamis, thank you very much, Dunamis. Nice one, Dunamis. Not my fault. Dunamis na country for your face. Alright. What do we do now? Alright, let's go. Names of colors.
Yellow. Red. Blue.
Green. Purple.
Pink.
Green.
How many green? See, once this thing ends here, we'll go back again. If it ends there, we'll go back again. Very quickly. Are you ready? Let's go again.
Pink. Red. Blue.
Green.
Thank you. You just want to lose, no wahala. We dey with you, we dey with you, we dey with you, we dey with you.
Names of girls, names of girl. Deborah.
Favor.
Hannah. Joy. Mary. Favor. Magdalene.
Favor. Favor. Who said favor again? Who said favor again? Who said it first? The guy said it first. Who said it second? This girl? Alright, thank you very much. Favor. We surround you like a shield. Yeah, you have tried. Alright, this is the country. Countries?
Yes, African countries.
African countries, okay. Nigeria.
Madagascar.
South Africa.
Zambia.
Gambia.
Tanzania.
Zimbabwe.
South Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right.
I have a good one.
Go ahead.
Names of tech courses.
UIX. Cyber security.
Digital marketing.
Programming.
Data analysis.
Graphics design.
Princess Cinderella. Sorry, my brother. All right, names of brands. Okay, no, you're not gonna know this one. No, you're not gonna know. You know, names of food. About you like food. All right, let's go. Names of food. Let's go.
Jollof rice and chicken.
All right, let's go. Continue.
Amala.
White rice and stew. Gari and soup.
Take Gary and soup. So you can drink Gary, you can eat Gary. Poo. Okay, nice one. Alright, continue.
Jollof rice. Pounded yam. White rice and stew.
Don't do that. How many times? Please clap for her. Yeah, nice. Alright. Come now. You're not even one, you're the wrong. No, don't do that. Stand here. Stand here. So, on behalf of Abia Techflock and on behalf of myself, alright, you'll meet Madam E. Give me your gift. Yes, meet her. Yes, set up.
Known for his uncanny ability to develop innovative technology solutions that meet various needs and equip individuals with cutting-edge ICT skills to prepare them for the rapidly evolving job market. As the founder and CEO of Abia Tech Hub, Thank God is committed to providing effective and reliable software solutions that drive growth and enable businesses to achieve their goals. Abia Tech Hub has birthed several cutting-edge products, including Create Host, an all-in-one web hosting platform that provides everything you need to get your website online, and School 2, a learning management solution that bridges the distance gap between learners and tutors by providing an effective and interactive virtual ecosystem over the internet. Thank God is also the driving force behind Techflock, the largest annual tech conference in the southeastern part of Nigeria. His passion for developing communities using technology as an effective tool has earned him accolades and recognition both within and outside the tech industry. Thanks to his vast experience, knowledge, and skills, Thank God is devoted to making significant contributions to his state as he leads his team of creative tech innovators in solving problems and introducing new technologies to undeserved communities. In recognition of his outstanding contributions to the growth of technology in the state, Thank God was awarded the prestigious Under 35 Champions Extraordinaire Award by the Abia State government. Ladies and gentlemen, tech enthusiasts, with a resounding round of applause, please make welcome our host, Thank God, Maduka Carlo.
Let's keep clapping.
Good evening, all. Hope you guys are happy to be here. Hope you're excited. All right. I think I'm going to use this opportunity I'm going to start with a vote of thanks first. I'm going to thank you all for being part of this movement, for being part of this event. I really appreciate you all. But you know, I believe you guys are familiar with what happened last year with one of our partners, Chime Emmanuel. I don't know if you guys remember him. How many of you are familiar with him? So he was one of our friends, one of our partners, and he played a vital role, you know, making sure that Techflock, you know, has been running smoothly for the past couple of years. So let's just give him a 1 minute silence, okay? Let us be upstanding, please. All right, let's put our hands together for ourselves. So I bet we're all happy to be here, right? Honestly, I'm stressed out. I would like to get, I'm very tired. But I've heard some people talk about tech, talk about finance, some talked about AI. We heard our Oga, Mrs. Oyema, talk about the forex trading, and I'm super excited about what I personally has learned today. But I want to ask a very important question. How many of us own a business here? If you know you own a business, just raise your hand up. Be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it WhatsApp business, just raise your hand up. All right, now, I'm very good with pattern recognition. I'm very, very good with it. And I've tried to look at our parents, what they did, and I've tried to recalibrate my life. Someone said something that if you want to break out of generational curse, just look at your parents, ask them what they did wrong, then try not to do the same thing. Then you can just break out of it, okay? Now, but what I'm noticing now in our generation is that we're repeating the same pattern subconsciously, and few of us have broken out of it. I'm going to give you guys an example. The same way some of our parents own shops, that's the same way some of us are running WhatsApp businesses. What's the difference? You're just using WhatsApp, right? Nobody is setting up a structure. The same way they didn't bother setting up a structure. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Nobody's thinking about evolving. Nobody's bothered about, let me keep evolving. All we just care about is how do we make that money to meet our needs. And I want to leave you guys with this important. I notice it's about Africans. We build businesses because we want to get out of poverty. We just want to make sure that, and if you notice this pattern, you see it. I'll give you guys an example. Likes of Naira Land. I know when Naira Land started, okay? They built something that should have competed with Facebook. But nobody bothered about, evolving or setting up a big management structure, coming up with something that, updating the script, making it for the global community. And now, we can't do it. You cannot do it on Naira Land now because most people, yes, people are still visiting the site, but the user experience is terrible. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Now, imagine when Naira Land started. the same script, the same UI, the same UX. Why? Because the founder just limited himself. That Naira land would have been the next Facebook of Africa. I don't know if I'm making any sense. If you notice, I want us to understand this pattern, where the founder just probably repeated the same thing his parents did in the market, on the internet space. I don't know if I'm making any sense. With no agenda for evolution. And the reason behind this is because some of us lack what we call mentorship when it comes to startups. Some of us don't understand what it means to run a business. Some of us are building businesses because we want to just make money. That's why you see that the moment we get that fame, the moment we make that money, maybe we start making a lot of money. The next thing we do is that we buy houses, we buy cars, and we relax. Then that's when you know that this person was building this business because he or she was more concerned about breaking out of poverty than building a generational wealth. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Most of us don't even make research about how to structure a business, how to bring in partners, how to, how to add some people that can complement us. We cannot do everything in the business. Now, what I do is that wherever I know I'm strong, I do it. But wherever I know I'm weak, any skill I know I'm weak, I delegate people. I pay people to do that. I have my own strengths and I have my weaknesses. Are you guys hearing me? I'll give you guys a practical example. Music coding, I'm very good at it. I can code for Africa. Are you hearing me? And most people don't know, I'm more of an introvert. If not for business, you won't know. So what I do is this: when it comes to some marketing strategies, also, when it comes to marketing, I try to pay some people to handle the marketing part. Sometimes I go with them as they are discussing and doing the whole marketing thing. I'm busy talking about the technical part. Now that is me working with people. We all the school management software, and we rarely get in any school until I had to partner with somebody. The guy was a marketing genius when it comes to that particular, niche. So what I did basically was to work with him, and before we knew what was happening, we started, onboarding many schools on our platform. And that is me focusing on my strengths and paying people to do what? Fix my own weakness. Now these are skills that most of us don't know. And to that effect, what happens next is that we just focus on our strength, and build small businesses. So today we'll be talking about startup incubation. That's the reason why as business owners we need to learn or understand how to run a business. We need to get incubated. That's what we call startup incubation. And that's why, are you guys familiar with what we call venture capitalist companies? If you're not familiar with the reason I know. Now, I'm going to explain this in a funny way. There are two ways to run a startup. It's either you are bootstrapping it or you are being funded by a venture capitalist company. Now, I'm going to explain this. Bootstrapping has to do with you. When you make a profit, you take the money, inject it into the business, you keep doing that, rinse and repeat until the business grows. Now, when it comes to VC or venture capitalist funding, it means that you come up with a pitch deck, write your elevator pitch and all that, and send it to a venture capitalist company that will fund your business. Am I making sense? A venture capitalist company that will fund your business. So we have two ways of running a business, either by bootstrapping or by VC. Now, what the VC company does is to give you money to run your business, and some tech folks call that money runway. I'm going to explain that. You know how when you go to an airport, that runway you get, like that straight road that doesn't have any gallop and all that. You get, so you have maybe 2 million USD or 3 million USD. All you need to do is just keep experimenting, trying to fund the business, or the business becomes profitable. That's more like VC funding. But we have another alternative called bootstrapping, which is relatively hard. But if you understand it, or if you are lucky, you can do what? Scale through. Now these are 2 ways of running, you can run a business. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is this: what is a startup? What is a startup? Can someone help me with that? Who knows what a startup is? When we talk about startup, what is a startup? I need someone from the audience, okay? So nobody knows what a startup is. Alright, someone should help me out to the mic.
Okay, thank you. So a startup is basically, in simple words, a newly formed company. It's like a company that just started 1 to 2 or 3 years old. So they've not yet made funds, or like they're just starting, like just started today. So that's what a startup is, a newly formed company.
So a newly formed company, yes, makes sense. Anybody with another definition of what a startup is? Okay, I'm going to be a little bit fast so I can finish up with this. So a startup basically is an intensive, or let's say a startup basically is a company that has been started by an entrepreneur to seek, develop and validate a scalable business model. To seek, develop and validate a scalable keyword, scalable business model. Scalable business model. So the aim is towards find an idea that is scalable. And that's why when people want to start a business, the first question I ask them is this: what problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? You need to know why you started that business, and you need to know the problem that you are solving. Now, I want to divert to the incubation part. So, because this particular topic is all about startup incubation and acceleration. So, we're going to be talking about how startup works, or how you can get your business incubated and all that. The reason is because we need more startups in these states. We need people to keep building products, and we need people to know where they can go to access funding. Because if you look at companies in Lagos and all that, you find out that they access funding from Silicon Valley while residing in Lagos. It's something they are doing. So we need to understand all these things. So now, startup incubation and acceleration are programs designed to help early stage companies grow and succeed. So the game plan here is for you to be able to grow and succeed. They're trying to incubate you, more like this apprenticeship we do, but this time around it's just a short-term kind of apprenticeship where you get to learn how to run a business, how to structure your business. Now, startup acceleration are short, intensive, and they provide education, resources, and mentorship. Bear that in mind. So it's short, and they provide education, resources has to do with what? Funding and what? Mentorship. Now I'm going to be listing some startup incubators, and I want you guys to take note of it. Those that have amazing ideas, amazing business ideas, and people that want to build the next generation products. You can check out the likes of Y Combinator. We have those that we call Techstars. We have Idea Lab. We have Sitcam. We have Plug and Play Tech. We have Startup Bootcamp. All these are venture capitalist companies. All you need to do is to do what? Apply to them. Tell them, oh, I have this idea. I have this amazing idea, and this is what this is a problem the company is solving. Now the next thing is that if your idea meets their specification, next thing is that they will do what? Induct you into their what? Incubation program. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? So that from there, after the whole mentorship and incubation, you get what? Funded. And from there, you can do what? Start running your business. Now, the question is, how does a startup work? How does a startup work? Now, startup incubation acts in a phase of a startup life. Now, the first thing is that whenever you want to start a business, or you want to, when you get incubated into a startup, the first funding they give you is what we call pre-seed funding. Okay, that pre-seed basically is actually the money that you get, to experiment it, and that's when we have this concept called lean startup. Lean startup has to do with when you are now there trying to experiment your business. When you're trying to experiment your business, that's the concept behind what? Lean startup. Now, I want to be a little bit fast because we're actually running out of time, so let me just summarize. So basically, what I'm saying in essence is that there are ways we can get funding in Nigeria. There are ways we can get funding all over the world to do what? Run businesses in Umuahia, run businesses in Nigeria. And all you need to do is to understand the concept of what? Incubation. Understand how to structure your business model, have a business plan, and reach out to the right set of investors to fund your business. Some businesses can be bootstrapped, while others need funding. But you need to make sure that you have checked all the boxes when it comes to what? Business plan, elevator pitch, knowing exactly the problem your business is solving. I guess you know what I'm saying. So once you have all these things intact, you can now get incubated, or you can now get inducted into one of these YCs. I believe you guys are familiar with Old School Africa, right? Old School, the likes of Paystack, all these guys went through this particular program. Paystack went through what they call it, YC, that's the Y Combinator. They got admitted there, they went through the mentorship program, and they got funded, and that's how they kickstarted their Paystack. The likes of Old School, started when they got their funding through Techflock. And what happened was that they applied, got the funding, got trained, they got incubated for it sometimes, and that's why you see them doing what they are doing today, because during that incubation period, you will learn a lot on how to run a business. Sometimes not all of us are that smart to build global brands, but with mentorship, with incubation programs, you can start up a business, get funding, and do what? Build a business that is of global scale. I will leave you guys with this. I always say this, that Africans don't build business for the global community. We always build business to meet our needs and get out of poverty. So I would encourage us to build our businesses for the global community. Thank you very much.
All right, so we're almost done with the event today, and I can tell you that from the very beginning to this point, we've had a whole lot of speakers talk about many things extensively. So in summary, we'll be having a panel session shortly, right?
Yes, we will.
Are you guys panelists, right? Panelists. All right. So in the next 15 minutes at most, we'll be having a panel. I think the guys before 5 will be done. And in all sincerity, I like to say thank you to all of you who've been a part of Techflock this year. If you're excited so far from what you've learned, from what you know you're going to apply into your life, to become a better person in the tech space, whether you've been into tech already or you want to explore the world of tech, you can advance your knowledge in tech so far. Can you please put your hands together for yourself once again? We're almost done with the event. You can just, for the next 10-15 minutes we'll be having the panel session. But one thing we learned from what the convener of the event said, that's what I want to know. Can you just give a broker law, tell us one thing you learned? Yes, broker law. Tell us one. Hey, where do you go? You go ask. You want to go shit? Oh, yeah, go.
Thank you very much.
What
class of them?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Well, wonderful speech. Amazing speakers. Mr. Madoka made a very valid point. There are basically in defining startups, there are two operating ways: technological innovation and scalability. Technologically driven business
and scalability. Thank you very much.
Scalability.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That is it. Then it also tried to talk about investment and the VCs. Yes, there are investors out there. There are so many of them, but they have so much money. They are trying to see where to put it. Once you're able to prove yourself, they have to invest. There are people, the investors that are focused on Africa and Nigeria.
Okay.
Not the Kabbalah, but Nobia and all that. There are so many of them. They are really there. Those guys they are not tech guys. They are just businessmen. We have to prove yourself. There are basic things one has to do. Apart from their skills and all that. There are other things we have to,
Okay, so please, round of applause for me. Please put your hands together for me. Alright, so can I have ushers please set up the stage for the panel session very quickly? Can I have ushers please set up the stage for the panel session? We're taking about 10 to 15 minutes. Promise you guys by 5 we are done and we are done. And then we can all go back home. It's been an amazing time so far. Amazing time so far. A very amazing time working with you guys. So while we are setting up, can we have the promo video for Aki Daily Jobs? Very short, very quickly.
You input the kind of software you use.
Okay, so what is Aki Daily Jobs?
Aki Daily Jobs is a freelance platform where architects, designers are being connected to clients and companies across Africa. The main purpose of Aki Daily Jobs is to create jobs for people that are willing to do remote jobs across Africa.
So what problem is Aki Daily Jobs trying to solve in Africa?
Aki Daily Jobs is here to provide job opportunities for the unemployed in the building and construction industry. We are doing this by connecting clients, companies to freelancers who provide services as architects, civil engineers, designers, and even furniture designers, and so many of them in the construction industry. So that's the sole reason why we architecture.
How do I make money as a freelancer on architecture?
The freelancers make money on architecture by uploading their jobs and getting by clients. It's as simple as that.
Sign up. www.architectjobs.com. Complete your KYC verification. Upload your jobs and get started.
Now you select whether you're an architect, or interior designer, or civil. You input the kind of software you use, like Revit, Lumion, Atlantis. You put your address, put your state of origin, like Lagos. Other one you like put your city VI. Your zip code, and you talk about yourself and software and services you offer. Then you upload your CV. candidate profile. They look for to fresh.
Thank you very much. One of our partners for Techflock with Abia Tech Hub. This is Aki Daily Jobs, and you know what to know how to do best. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having a panel session shortly, but we have a couple of people to come for a 5-minute pep talk. That will be after the panel session. We'll have one now, we'll have one after. And then we are done for the event. We are done for the event. We are still done with the event. So ladies and gentlemen, can we have the first one come up? Talk 5 minutes, please, very quickly.
Thank you. Please give me the CCO slides. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so quickly, I'm talking about an event that will be coming up on the 23rd of August. That will be in Aba. So, Operation Hub is a partner of Abia Tech Hub. Are you ready? Okay, so Operation Hub is a partner of Abia Tech Hub, and they'll be hosting an EdTech event on the 23rd of August in Aba. So this is the second edition of this EdTech event. Last year, same time in August, it held in Aba at Olympic International Event Center. So Operation Hub is actually an organization that supports social ideas, and this particular event is sponsored by the RLM arm. The RLM arm, what they do is that they support EdTech solutions, they take care of EdTech startup founders and aspirants, those who have beautiful ideas around EdTech and who would want to go. That's what this event is about. And then again, we have various target audiences for this event. We have teachers, we have undergraduates, we have young persons. So you all are invited for this event. And because it's going to be held in Aba, there are plans for mobilization from here in Umuahia down to about the 23rd of August. So if you would love to be, I'm still waiting for the design. If you would love to be a part of that event in about the 23rd of August, please write down your name and your mail and give it to Sophia standing here. You signify so that they'll see you. If you would like to be a part of that event, and then if you have a community of teachers and you would love them to partake in this event, or if you have access to students and young graduates who also you think would love to be part of this event, please reach out to them and let them know about this event, get their names, and also bring down to Sophia so that she will take note of that. So that's the design. This is for the teachers. Please put up the one for the undergraduates. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. So can we have the panel session now? So we can be done before 5 or thereabouts. We have about 10 minutes at most, 15 minutes we're done. So we can all enjoy ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I've so enjoyed you guys here today. And I'm so excited. Please let's have the panel on stage. Just quickly, we don't really have time. If you're panelists, please just come on stage quickly. We don't have time. We don't have time. Just be a panelist quickly. If you're a panelist, please let's have you on stage. If you're a panelist, please let's have you on stage. Very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Very quickly, very quickly. Let's have you on stage. Let's have you on stage. On stage. All right. Alright, so we're going to last for the next 10-15 minutes at most. I don't want to remind you now. 10 minutes. 10 minutes, please.
afternoon, everyone. Thank you for staying till it's not being an easy program, but we appreciate your presence today. So right here with me, we have Miss Ijoma Irene Abuba, and she'll be taking us on learning the right skills and getting the gigs. And we have Mr. Hyginus, the marketing strategies, and he will be taking us on marketing that moves fast and thinks long, innovation in the age of speed. And we have with me Mr. Cyril from Scrella, so he'll be taking us on how big companies stay innovative without acting like startups. And then on my right end, we have Mr. Nathan Chibuzo, the CEO of CyberNet Safe. And he'll be taking us on how growing into the leader your company needs from hustler to CEO. So we have like a minute to answer. Thank you very much. So Ms. Ijoma, this question goes to you. What are the most in-demand tech skills now, and how can young people start learning them?
Thank you very much. So I'll just go quick. They already listed it out. For me personally, I'm a data professional, so I would definitely anchor being a data analyst, data engineer, going into machine learning. But besides that also, AI is there, but then you need to secure whatever you're building with AI. So you have cyber security there. Also marketing. Everybody needs to know when you have a product is nice, so you should also think of going into marketing. So all these skills is, first of all, look at what you're passionate about and look at what's in demand. There's a long list of it, but first for me, I advocate for working with your passion. So you have design also, and that's about it in summary.
Mr. Cyril, I will ask you this. How can big companies like be truly innovative without mimicking culture?
Thank you very much for that. So for big companies, I don't know whether Twitter is that big yet, but yeah. So for big companies, innovation for us is not really a banana kind of, we don't go out there shouting and stuff. Innovation for big companies is more like a disciplined experiment, right? And why it's like that, because all like startup, big companies has access to something that startup doesn't have. Things like they have the data already, right? They have the market, they have the people, they have the trust already. So it's just about trying to solve a particular problem. Look at what already exists, put some boundaries around it, try things, test, and then they launch quietly, and then you see them grow.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Nathan, your topic is from hustler to CEO. What was the biggest mind shift, the biggest mindset shift that you had to make from being a hustler to starting a company?
Okay, great. Thank you for the question. My biggest mind shift. Firstly, as a hustler, you want to get everything done. You believe the more you work, the more you win. And over time, you find out that you have less time to even achieve more. 24 hours looks so little for you. But as a CEO, your concentration shifts from doing everything yourself to empowering people, building systems, and not just living your life from day to day. So, as a hustler, it was just great, your late nights, and the mindset that tells you, figure it out or get left behind. And we are building a business. We are building a business that needs to outlive you. You are building a business that needs to grow beyond you. And like the saying goes, when you want to go fast, you go alone. But when you want to go far, you have to go with a team. So all of that brought the whole CEO mindset. Then I had to learn how to build systems, empower people, and get to concentrate on working on the business and not working in the business. Getting the right people to do the right things while I get to focus on the priorities of the business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your speech. We appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Hygienist, as a marketing strategist, as a marketing genius, what piece of marketing advice do you believe that you have outgrown now? What marketing advice have you outgrown?
Yeah, the advice is simple. You cannot necessarily outgrow advice. Advice is timeless. Truth is always truth, whether it's today or yesterday or tomorrow. But what I would say is that we should look more at moving the needle of sales, moving the needle of results than entertainment. I feel like many marketing messaging for companies today have become more of entertainment than actually moving the needle of their business, which is to make sales and to turn profit for the company. So I believe that when companies begin to go back to their core messaging, which is the value they are offering their customers, their sales will improve as a result. So they don't end up solving problems that don't exist. Thank you.
Alright. So how do you personally stay in tune with fast changing trends without feeling overwhelmed?
There are two ways to do trends. There's what they call the trend followers and there are people called trend setters. Some people set trends, other people follow trends. Now if you are trying to follow trends, you will end up always being second. But if you set trends, then you can always be the market leader. The problem with certain trends is that you don't know which one will stick. So you have to try a lot of things. But when you get one that sticks, you end up milking it longer. Because the problem is when you are jumping after things, end of the day you realize that you have jumped into many things and you don't have any result. But when you are actually trying to set trends, when a trend starts, stay on it for as long as you can. Milk the value of that trend before you jump on something else. So that is the value I feel is very important. Thank you.
So Mr. Cyril, we are back here. Was there ever a time you pushed for innovation and you faced resistance?
A lot of time. But I think 2025 makes it my 14th year of being a software engineer. And I think my first company, you're this young guy that just got into a company and you're trying to create impact, you're trying to show the company how valuable you can. Something happened. There was a solution that a software that my company sells, and they push it to different other companies trying to automate their processing and all that. And there was a particular flaw that particular software has. And I kept telling my CTO there, I kept telling him, we can change this, we can change that. Let's add this new thing, let's solve this problem. And he always tells me, see, if nobody is paying for that problem to be solved, don't solve it. That was the feedback I kept getting. But what I did that, I should have gone to the world later was I had to tell my guys, let's start putting something around this, softly. Late into the night, we were all putting something. Guys, you know that 3 years later, people started rejecting that solution because of that particular problem. And at that same time, the one that we were building was already coming up. And that got me the best promotion, just from a software engineer straight to head of product and engineering. Right? So yeah, you face resistance, especially from bosses that feel like they control the market, bosses that thought, we have enough clients and all that. But one thing I'm sure in marketing is that human behavior changes, human need changes, human want changes, and you also need to be innovative. Try to also adapt whatever solution you have there with the needs of human, right? And the sky is the limit.
If you had one piece of advice for young professionals or tech enthusiasts looking to spark change in the organization, what would it be?
I would say start small, but think big. Right? So that idea, it may be little, right? It may be too small, it may be minute from the executive point of view. But what you're seeing is something that is, in a tunnel. They have to that needs to leave that helicopter view. To come down and then move into this tunnel with you. Right? It looks small, but think big, strategize, form synergies, build on that thing, and scale from there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Ijoma, what is the technology evolving so fast? How can we, the learners, stay relevant and not miss out the innovation that we are having? Steady changes are coming up. How can we stay relevant without missing out? What habits can we inculcate into our lifestyle?
Thank you. So for me, what I would say is to learn from the very basics, so that even if you change, as long as you know the basics already, you can switch up. So for instance, now they are talking about chatbots, ChatGPT, and all of that. I can give ChatGPT a prompt, and then you give ChatGPT another prompt. It's totally different. Mine is better. Why? That's what you call prompt engineering. So it's best to learn all these very basic skills that would, no matter what changes, is always there. So you have prompt engineering, whereby you know how to ask the right questions and get the right answers. They also have search engine optimization. So no matter what field you are in, having the skill to search properly and position yourself to be searched and found, I think that's like what to keep, no matter the trend changing, the trend shift, to help you to keep in touch with what's going on, no matter when and how.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. So, Anita, this question is asking to you. What habits did you have to break to grow as a CEO of your company?
Okay, thank you. To grow as a CEO, I had to stop believing that I can get it done all by myself. Because if you have that belief, you are limited to the level of information you have. But when you're working with a team, you have the vast knowledge of inputs that shapes your results. I said earlier, if you want to build a company that outlives you, you can't get it done all by yourself. And mind you, earlier on, I believe that being the smartest and hardworking person in the room was actually leadership, but I learned the hard way. I recognized that leadership was about trusting people. Leadership was about setting the pace. Leadership was about, leadership was about empowering people so that even while you are not available, in the midst of taking certain kinds of decisions, they don't rely on you as the driver of all results. So with the team, you have a more refined product, a more refined solution, and you create more value because it's coming from different perspectives and how people perceive these things. So, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your insights on your various topics, and now show the question to the audience. Please, if you have any question for any of the panelists.
Any question for the panelists? Any question? Maybe just one. Any question? All right. Anyone? Anyone? Just one question. All right, please, quickly. 30 seconds, please.
Thank you very much. Mine is not specifically a question, but I'll be referring to what Mr. Harnett said. Yes, very well. You talked about teach, and very fundamental. It's basic because whoever is coming, if you are bringing a third-party investor into your startup, of course they are interested in knowing their governance structure. How responsibility is being shared between the stakeholders is very vital, and all these things need to be put in place. So it's very vital if you want to scale as a startup founder. First of all, set your house in order, put your house in order, share responsibilities. You can't wear so many more than 3 4 hats at the same time. You can't be CTO, COO, and all that at the same time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's have Skrilla give us a pep talk about what Skrilla is about in the next 5 minutes. Very shortly.
Hey everyone. Yeah. So let me just use this 5 minutes to at least introduce my startup. So the name of my startup is Skrilla. Skrilla is an insurtech product, but because we're Nigerians, we are trying to hide that insurance in people. People don't trust insurance. So what we do is basically protect your portable devices, your smartphones, your tablets, your laptops, an organization and things like that. And we, because of the love we have for IBM Tech Hub, we came in all the way from Lagos, and we are putting in up to 5 million naira worth of insurance cover. Right? So we hope that every attendee here would download Skrilla, sign up, and then get a free voucher from me. Now, what's the value? Why do you need Skrilla? Right? As leaders, as tech entrepreneurs, as everybody here, I would assume we all have smartphones. And if for any reason, maybe by accident, your smartphone fell down and the screen breaks, you're going to take some money out from your pocket to go and fix that screen. Some of us, we have to break the bank to also solve that problem. What Skrilla does is, for as low as 3,500 naira, we can protect your screen, that when it falls down and it breaks, we will fix that without you paying anything extra. That's basically what we do. This is what we do. So today we have free insurance for everyone here. All you need to do is, my stand is behind there. We have someone that will help you. Take QR code, download, go through all the eligibility process, get your account approved, and then you get your voucher. It means from today, in 6 months time, if anything happens to your phone, reach out to us via our app on our website or social. We'll fix that phone for you. We only have repair guys in Omaya here and one at people that we just refer you to those guys. You meet them, they get your phone fixed, and then we pay. You don't have to pay anything else. That's the message that we have for Skrilla. Then we hope that you just continue to pay our cost over time. Thank you very much.
Hello guys. I know everybody's tired. We're having a wonderful day. Did we learn something? Yeah. Did we learn something? Oh, okay. So today, or this evening, I'm going to make an announcement for the guy that has been making an announcement for all of us. Our wonderful MC is organizing an event. It's called Humor Creep. The theme is spiritual humor. So our wonderful MC, can you please stand for the audience to see you? Wave to them, wave to them, wave to them, wave to them. Alright, so the event is going to be on the 31st of August. It's going to be an amazing event at June Cinema along Asikiwe Road. While you're here, I don't think we want to miss that. So there are limited tickets available. You see have tickets?
Yeah. What's them?
Wow. Tickets are almost finished. Can you imagine? Did you get like 50 tickets?
Yes, I give you like 50, but 10 is left.
So just 10, please. Just rush out. There's somebody.
Just from the door.
So as a living, grab the ticket. It's just
5K.
But you're going to have a very good time. If you don't have a good time, go back to the He's the one that announced the show. You're waiting. He's going to collect your punches, not me. Well, alright, thank you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you, especially for my event. It's on the 31st of August, that's next month. I just did a hosting job here today, but I'll be on stage for at least 1 hour, cracking jokes, cultural humor. I want to beg you to come. So just get tickets to come for my event. Thank you very much, guys, for having me. But before we leave, let's have one pep talk from. How many of us know about TEDx? Heard about TEDx before? Let me see your hand. Alright, let's have TEDx in the next few minutes.
Thank you very much. Hi, good afternoon, guys. Good evening. Sorry, good morning. I mean, you are not answering good afternoon. You are not taking good evening. Shall we say Happy New Year? Thank you. God bless you in the name of Jesus. You're welcome. God mention. One for you. Yeah. One like for you. I mean, you got it right. However, so good evening, guys. I believe you've enjoyed yourself today, right? Knowledge is something that is very key to wherever you want to go to, but not just knowledge, but applied knowledge. And the beautiful thing about knowledge is that it is a differentiator. While hustle is a common denominator, knowledge is a differentiator. One thing that we decided to do is to keep making sure we are putting our community on the globe. Today we are having Techflock, the fifth one in Abia State, the 5th time it's happening in Abia State. And we are making a digital statement that Abia is not just a place known for only Aba Ariaria market, Aba meat, but we also do tech and we do it well. If you're proud to be from Abia, reside in Abia, serve in Abia, live in Abia at such a time as this, can you put your hands together for yourself? Thank you. But beyond that, we've also decided to do something else that is also going to put our community on the globe, and that is the TEDx Umudike. If you know TEDx, you know TEDx is a very big brand, it's a global brand. And this time around, we've been able to get the license to organize TEDx in the Umudike community. I think you should clap your hands because it's a very good thing. The last time we had a TEDx in Abia State was last year, and that was July 19th or thereabout at APSU 2. Before then, the other one we had was TEDx Back Road, and then TEDx Abai. This year we've not had any, but thank God we are not passing 2025 without a TEDx event in Abia State. And this time around we are having it at the university environment, not inside the school but the community, Umudike. So if you're here and you're within that environment, or you're here, in fact it is open to everybody, and we really would love you to be there and join us have intellectual conversations that transforms lives. We have our hall booked, our date October 11th. We have some of our speakers are already confirmed, and the ticket sales will be up very shortly. You would see it. If you've been following, you can follow us on social media, TEDx Umudike, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and then you can get across to us on WhatsApp. You can also use the QR code. Once you scan the QR code, you get into our TEDx community already on WhatsApp. From there, you get every information you need. It's time to make a bolder statement that ideas that change the world also happen in Abia State. I invite you to be part of what we're doing. Thank you very much. It's time for Igwe.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for TEDx. Alright, so with this we come to the wrap of the event today. We are so excited to have been your host today, not just myself and my co-host. Chuchuma, what do you have to say to them so far for today?
It has been a wonderful journey. Over the past 2 days, we've gathered here to grow, connect, and also be transformed. We want to say thank you to our speakers, thank you to the volunteers for your sacrifices, and to our attendees, thank you very much. You stayed, your presence, and this wouldn't have been possible without you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you again. All right, so just before we leave, we're going to have a networking section. We're going to have a take pictures together like we did yesterday. We'll do it again today. You understand? We'll just do a short one today. So please don't be in a hurry to go. Can we have all the volunteers outside to come in? Everybody outside is time to come in. We are done with the events. Everybody outside come in. We'll take pictures. We'll just buy a little bit. We'll enjoy ourselves. Then we'll leave. Everybody outside, can you come in? Everybody outside. You are an usher. You are a speaker. Please, everybody outside. Help me make the announcements now. Help me make the announcement outside. Everybody outside, can you come in? We are running up with the event. Nobody should leave yet. Everybody outside, come in quickly. If you are not part of the pictures yesterday, provide pictures today. If you're not part of the pictures yesterday, provide pictures today, quickly. Everybody outside, quickly come in. Alright, so if you are here, please can we come to the stage? Let's come here so we can take a picture, take a video. Let's
walk. Want to go.
Come now.
We want to take a picture.
Don't go. Hey, Baba. Don't go. Come. Don't go anywhere. Come here. Before you go there, come here. Let me do that one. Call that guy. Where is he going to? Come here. What's that?
Let's take a picture so that we can wrap up. Thank you.
You're done with the event. Please call those others to come in, please. Everybody, please. Please, climb the stage. If you can stay down. If you are too tall, please stay down. If you are tall enough, please stay down. If you are not, please climb to the stage. Hey, bring them back. Whoever is going out, bring them back. Every demonic spirit pursue you. Holy Ghost fire. Alright, come up. Everybody climb up. Everybody come up. Quickly. If you're outside, please come inside.
Where is Dave? They don't set for picture. Camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the baddest graphics and brand designer here. Everybody climb up. If you are very tall, please
where you can be seen.
If you are very tall, please stay downstairs.
Can't see you.
Let's climb up. No go where I need to see you. You are just hiding. You, come down here. Carry your spirit, come down here. Make sure you're captured in this photo. Make I beg when I'm not gonna come inside. Like, what's this supposed to mean? We are done. Come inside and let's do this thing together. I beg. What's this going on? I'll enter one by one. The thing goes. Everybody. Contact everybody. I will swear for now. About go there, you don't to register people. Go see your face. Go inside. Make them follow. Nobody should be outside. Everybody. Techflock is an international community. Please, everybody. Please shift your armpits. If you want to sit down, please sit down. For the speakers, everybody. Please, somebody help me call TG. Where's TG? Someone help me call TG. Where is TG? Alright. Wait, Dennis, I want to see you. I'm not seeing some of you. Like, where you are hiding, like. Through your TikTok, you can just spot. Maybe I'm seeing just your eye. Not the past eye. Alright? These bigger guys, what's happening? Everybody, teaching must be here. We all feel good. So, let's see. Bring an extra seat. Okay, no, find one extra seat this way. I don't want to sit here so you can see. So we're going to look back at these pictures one day and say, thank God. This is very more than just a community. We're becoming a family. So this picture is one that's going to bind us together. We are so excited to have you guys
Why have you guys here? Why have you guys here? Where's TG?
You want to remove it?
Why am I waiting for you? I want to wait.
Do your team.
Okay, so say Tech Titan. If I Tech Titan. Tech Titan. Thank you. But you guys have to be audible. I need the mic.
If you have anything for months, find out.